Greetings and God bless. I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus above all. I thank Him for the former prophets and apostles and our modern day apostles and those that labor alongside Him. I thank Him for a safe trip along these roads to my destination, to and fro. I also like to pray for my wife and family that the Lord continue to open up their understanding, uh, that they come to the truth and holiness. I also like to pray for my brothers and sisters, be it ones on the panel or in the chat. I like to pray for them. I pray that whatever they may be struggling with in their home or on their job or in their personal life, whatever it may be, I pray that the Lord will be done and He deliver them from it. I also like to thank the Lord that He allowed me another day, another minute, another second, another hour. I thank the Lord for that. I thank Him for providing me with a roof over my head, food in my belly, and still in pretty much good health. I thank the Lord for that. I pray that I can continue to walk by faith and not by sight. I pray that I continue to put my trust in Him no matter what may come. I can't see tomorrow, but I know that my strength lies in the Lord. So I thank you for that. I pray that His will be done. With that being said, God bless you and thank you, Lord Jesus. All right. So the title, when grown folks talk and close your mouth. I was having a discussion with the brothers. Greetings, Goya. I was having a discussion with the brothers, and I really have grown to understand that we have a bunch of kids in government and on jobs and so forth and so on like that, as if we've allowed allowed kindergartners and juveniles to take over everyday life as if they actually have a direction. Greetings, Vivian K and Sister Georgina. So when I was younger, the statement was, next time grown folks talk and close your mouth. And that was what I was told, right? Stand in grown folks' business. And so what we did, we've allowed children into grown folks' conversations. Now, the flip side to parents doing that, or people doing that, greetings, Caesar M. What's happened is we've got kids that don't want to work, that don't do responsible things, like when they go to college, graduating from college, smoking weed, disrespecting parents, a lot of kids being born out of wedlock, a lot of kids going to prison for some of the dumbest things in the world, and this is supposed to be our future. See, the problem is at one time we could actually see, Goyo, I'm glad to hear that too, brother. I'm very glad to hear that. So, the kids, the children can be our future. The problem is parents have to go back. Greetings, life with Paulette. The parents have to go back to being parents, right? Uh, like me, I don't have like when I talk to my kids. They're not. I mean, they're young adults. When I talk to my kids, I talk to my kids as if they're kids, right? But I also talk to them as if they're adults. I'm not your buddy. I don't kick it with you like we're buddies. None of my kids, not even my grandkids. We're not friends. I'm a grandfather. I'm a grandfather and I'm a parent. I'm not your best friend, and I never will be. So the problem is these and I hate to say it, you women are not gonna like this, right? When and not all. Let me clarify. Not all, but most women have enabled kids from becoming responsible adult. Not all. So I'm making clear. Now I'm not saying all, but I've seen the destructive way a woman like I had to break my daughters of this as an example. I'll say it in my own family. Let me start there, right? So I'll give you an example. So my oldest grandson, right? Oh yeah, he's cute, blah blah blah, this and that. Yeah, right. They're calling him cute. I'm calling him handsome. Like I told my daughters, you don't call little boys cute. You call them handsome. You call little girls cute or beautiful or so forth and so on. Those are labels for women, not men. So he, he's born this and that, right? So now he gets to the point when he gets up, he starts walking, moving around, doing this, and the terrible twos come on. Then, you know, he's 3 or 4 years old, so now he's talking conversations, right? The problem is his grandmother, which is a lousy mother, a lousy grandmother. She was a lousy mother to my daughters, but she's even a worse grandmother to my grandson. And I'll tell you why about that in a second. So my grandson starts to get 5, 6 years old, right? Now I've told my daughters and them that I know they use foul language and stuff like that, but they don't do it around me. I don't have that, and I don't care who's a child or person it is around me. You can use that language around other parents, and they can be okay with that. You're not gonna do that around me, and I don't care. I don't care who's young adult or whoever it is. I'm not. You're not gonna do that. But so my grandson starts to get a little bit older now. Mind you, my daughter wants to correct him when she's using this language. This is the ignorance of it, right? You're cussing, you're smoking cigarettes and weed and stuff in front of him, and think that he's not going to pick up on this, as if this child is not a sponge, right? That's right. Hey, listen, I'm built like that. But so language, not around me, because he never heard me use that language. He never heard me use that type of language. So he already knew, as far as me, that he couldn't say stuff like that around me, right? Now, whatever happened, my daughter, she gets kicked out of her apartment. I let her come and stay with me. Now I got all my grandkids, because she had, by the time she had them, she had another one by this bum that she kept having kids with. Still to this day on. That's why I say the height of stupidity. I love my daughter, but she got smarter finally. But so my grandson got to the point where he was disrespectful to his mama, but he would look as if I was around or something like that, right? So one morning I'm getting up, and this is when I had my cleaning business. I'm getting up to leave work, and it's about 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm finna go clean these buildings, and I'm hearing cussing. And so I come down the stairs, and this is him cussing his mama out. And he's like 7 years old. I smacked the taste out of his mouth. And so he never did it again. But I told her, you can't expect him not to say and do things like that when you're doing stuff like that. I don't care if you don't do it around me. The fact of the matter is you're still doing it, and then your trifling mama does the same thing. That kind of defeats the purpose. So eventually she stopped doing that around him or whatever. No, she still does it, still cusses at him and stuff like that. But he understands the difference. He's old now. He's kind of it's rooted in, but I know he probably like I was when I was a kid, sneaking around saying this and that or whatever. But the fact of the matter is we have too many irresponsible mamas. Why I have to say on not all but most, I have to put it on the woman for this fact right here. You have to carry a child for 9 months. A man does not have to. If you make the decision to have a child with a now mind you, you're willing to put up with 9 months of your life, maybe 10 in some cases, from a man that's not going to even treat you right. And that's the issue that I had as far as when it came to my daughter. See, men don't have that obligation. Once they plant that seed and get you pregnant, if they decide to leave, they ain't got to deal with you again for 9 months. So the owners, the on the property, the decision made that decision, and you corrected it. That's different. Like, I mean, I have to ask, talk to my daughters and them customers. They get mad at me about it, but these are factual things. Draco, I'm more need families. You know, I want to see that. I think that, and it doesn't matter what the person is. I believe that we should go back to that, right? And introducing that kids stay in a kid's place, right? When grown folks talk, close your mouth. You know, that's what it is. And the problem is what we've done. The government has done this. What they've done is deterred parents from being parents by with the threat of being locked up if you discipline your child or whatever the case may be. You know, listen, if at the time when my kids were growing up, you know what, my daughter fit her mouth one time to say that if I whooped her, that she was gonna call the police, and guess what I did? I whooped her so bad I was like, you still ain't called him yet. Because I wasn't the one for that. You can't threaten me. You can't threaten me you can't threaten me from doing the right thing, especially not no child. I told my kids, and I made this clear. You call yourself calling the police on me, when I get out, you gonna have that same problem again. Never heard that conversation ever again. So you know, that's the biggest problem in society right now. Even in our government, we got grown kids. We got yeah. Yeah, I go. Hey, listen, my mama them used to beat the brakes off of me, man. Bad as I was, I still had that. I still had that fear of my parents. That rightful fear of my parents. That the same ones that taught me that taught me about God and you know and the scriptures. You know, my parents taught me about that, and I believe, as the scriptures say, raise a child up in the way they should go, and they never depart from the faith. And the problem is, like me, right? You can't believe nothing else in the same house with me. You can't bring anything in the house with me that I'm gonna be okay with. Like here, I won't put my kids out, none of them, unless they do something disrespectful or they don't abide by the rules of the house. My kids can live with me till they 56 years old. I wouldn't care. I don't have a problem with that. But you're not gonna live there and freeload and do nothing. Yeah, that's right, Vivian K. That is absolutely correct. So, you know, yeah, little kids are disrespectful. Hey, listen, I don't play that. And a lot of times, my wife, my wife was like, I suggest you clarify with my daughter's friends and stuff like that. Had to think long and hard about me watching their kids. It's like I would clarify with him before you ask him to watch them, because he's not like other parents. Because I ain't listen. When I got sent over to somebody else's house, my mom would be like, if you get out of line, whoop. That was it. No discussion. And I'm the same way. Don't ask me to watch your kids if you don't discipline your kids. Because I would introduce them to something new. I'm not one for that. But you know, the problem is and we are Exactly, bro. Hey, exactly, brother Drago. Exactly. Hey, look, as bad as my one sister, right? She got 6 kids. As bad as all 6 of them kids was, they just respected a lot of people, and a couple of people in my family. But you know what? It was never me. Matter of fact, it was so bad that they just how bad that how trashy they daddy was. They jumped their daddy and beat him up. Never tried it with me. Never. But it just goes to show you, though, I don't care what anybody say. I don't care how tough this person is supposed to be and anything like that. You can never overrule respect. Like, here's the thing. If you have to ask a person to give you respect, then you don't have respect. See, for instance, you've never heard, and anybody, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Long as y'all been listening to Pastor Jennings by the Spirit of God, you have never heard him ask anybody to give him respect. You have never heard him ask that. I won't ask nobody to respect because it's something that it's something that when they say that respect is something earned, that's true. So, like my wife told me when we get married, what's not to respect about me as me being a actual man? And I don't say like I'm some kind of alpha male or anything like that. I'm just a descendant of my great grandfather Adam. I can't be nothing less. I cannot be. And that's the same thing. Like my wife, I respect my wife. She don't have to ask me to. Yeah, Drago, I understand that one too. But that's the thing though, and you should always remember that. Like my grandkids respect me, right? I don't have to ask them to. They do that. But in the same sense, they disrespect their grandmother. Not my wife. They know well. They respect, and I hate to say it, but they respect my wife because of me. But it's supposed to be that way, right? If you're the head of the household, that's where it starts at. And I have to say this too: love starts in the home from the father, not the mother. The mother is the nurturer. The father is the one that gives love because he's willing, as far as in a functioning in a functioning home, right? An actual functioning home with a mother and father in the home, right? The love starts from the father because the Bible's clear on that. You know, the head of every woman is the man. It has to start at the man. Same as what happened with Adam and Eve. If you look at how the basis of how it was set up, that's where it starts at. And the problem is when it's disrupted, you can see that there's no love. Like we've all visited somebody's house and was like, dang, boy, them kids is crazy. Be it if you were just dating at the time or whatever the case may be, right? Even females that's got into a relationship with guys and they wasn't the type that they could actually respect. They liked them, but didn't respect them. See, it's a difference in when you're dating somebody. Do you actually respect that person? Like on either side of it, whether a woman dating a man or a man dating a woman. In those cases, uh, do you respect that person? All right, like do they do enough? Do they do enough in your life that you can say, yeah, I respect them? Because it shouldn't be something. Because it shouldn't be something to that you should have to think about, right? So I like. My wife, she don't like some of the stuff that I say, but you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. And if I misstate something, I don't have a problem with correcting. Look, y'all, yeah, that's that. Hey, I get it, go yo, but that's a little extreme right there. But yeah, I get it. I mean, if y'all had it, okay, I understand that. Like, put it back where he can find it. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it. But you know, uh, it's just like fathers being fathers and mothers being mothers, right? And I can't say this enough. I can't say this enough. You know, I say that the civil rights, Lyndon B. Johnson, that was the worst. But then also the poor white family, the Mexican, the this, the that, or whatever, right? People that were of sound mind and stuff like that turn into a decision like that, right? Where, and this is what I mean when you allow kids to make decisions, right? Uh, you take birth rate, high in prison rate, high abortion rate, high drug use, you know, uh, the removing of the father from the household, everything that made greetings, her wise, everything that made the household great that God designed. Greeting mercy card too. Uh, you know, everything that made the family great that God designed, we fought against. And hold up. We fought against what God become one flesh. For everything just we was man fought against it. But if you notice something though, right? Only in a few cases did you see where the kids disrespected the parents in the Bible. In a few cases. Because in all honesty, then you disrespected a parent, it was punishable. It was punishable by death. Now, you know, laws in places where that ain't bothered. But everybody done heard this saying, I brought you in this world and I can take you out. Everybody has heard that saying. Everybody has heard it. But I still go back to the scripture. Let me get it real quick. You know, that we have to keep in mind, right? And I believe what the Bible says, that you raise a child up in the way they should go, and they'll never depart from the faith. Even ones that strayed away from it, they come back. They come back after they've been out in the world and got beat up for a while. Trust me, I'm an example of that. I'll tell you, I could not. Hey, greetings, blessed. But you know, and listen, you know, my brothers and them tell me this all the time, and I know y'all say the same thing. I don't, I don't have an inside voice, and I don't know how to cater my words. I say what I mean and mean what I say. And I've been the same person. Everybody can attest to. I've been the same person for as long as I've been doing this live, and even when I was coming on Tony Harvin's channel. Shout out to Tony Harvin and TNT, Sister Paulette, EFB, TNT, Brother Jeremy, Bob T, Brother Tyree, and anyone else that I may have missed. Greetings, brother in holiness. But you know, I have to say this, right? And again, I have to state this again. Some women, and this doesn't apply to all women, so I have to clarify this, right? You know, the love that comes from the Father. God designed it that way. It's God, man, then woman, then children. That's the design. When I say that, I say this, right? You know, uh, lately, and I mean, and you guys have seen this, right? Women have been, not all, have been real horrible with these kids. Like the lady that just beat these two kids that unalived these two kids. That's sad. The lady that left her kids that cooked in the car. You know, I have to say these things. At one time, it was easy to blame the man for it, but when you go back and you actually look at the statistics, it's like this, like it actually it was more cases of the women doing it because either they wasn't happy with the relationship that they were in, be it they were dating or they were in a marriage and they wasn't happy. And so here's the problem. A lot of times, and I mean, and some women can attest to this. A lot of times, women being angry, not all but most, right? Not all but most being angry at the father, they take it out on the kids. And it wasn't just the little boy, it was a little girl. They would take it out on the child. And now, because they have got to the point when the laws are laxed on what they'll prosecute on, they try to put the statistics on the back burner. But I'm not foolish enough not to ignore stuff like that. I've seen how an example, and this is me a personal example, right? My trifling kid's mother, she has 7 grandkids, but she only takes care of one of them. Now, do I agree with my daughters and them having children out of wedlock? No, but the kids are here now. Greetings, Brother Jeremy. But the kids are here now, and so now you have to treat them the same. If you can't do that, you can't call yourself their grandmother. And then the bad part about it is, and this is what I mean, the brainwashing, right? They know the type of person that their mother is, yet still they act as if this is not a problem. This is what I mean sometimes to most, not all women, but because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it like in holiness. Not saying that it doesn't exist. I haven't seen it. Those that's involved with holiness or follow holiness. So I don't really say that those women do the stuff that I've seen women do. Not saying that men are scot free in a situation because a lot of them is bums and they should have been there and been fathers. But women got most, not all, got an anger it's hard to explain as to how they'll treat their kids because of something that didn't work out with her and that father. To the point that some of them so angry that they become lesbians. And then the so-called baby daddy wind up being some kind of skittle. Like the one idiot, right? That let his son dress up like a woman or a little girl to go to the prom. I'm telling you, too many kids claiming they adults. What's going on, Brother Jeremy?
What's going on, brother? Yeah, peace and blessings to everybody. Yeah.
So yeah.
Where do we begin?
Exactly, right?
So the problem with society is they don't let kids be kids.
Nope.
They don't. They don't. They want to put them in the mix of adult conversations, adult scenarios.
Yep.
And the problem is those young minds are not equipped to handle those. There's a reason why they're immature. They're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Their mind is immature. So the moment you try to bring stuff that you struggle with into a child's mind, you done destroyed that child.
That's it.
And the children need to be told, mind your business, go play with Legos or something.
Yeah. Stay out of grown folks' business.
You know, letting children watch shows and movies that are R-rated. You wonder why they're over there cussing at their teacher. Telling them
Mm-hmm.
you know what.
Yeah.
You can't put them around that stuff. And there's a reason why.
Greetings to you, T.
Yeah, I just, and too many.
I told you this was a complicated conversation, though, Brother Jeremy. I said this, right? I said this. It's complicated, but it's true.
There's so many areas to go. Yeah. I mean,
it goes all the way up to government, though, man. We got children. Correct. We got grown children in government.
Correct. Yeah, and
as an example, right? Who says that you don't get prosecuted for breaking the law? Really? Let me got caught doing something wrong when I was a kid. I got the brakes beat off of me.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings, brothers.
Blessings.
Greetings.
Mr. Hand talking about that rod. Yeah, that rod came out.
Yeah, spare the rod for the child. Beat him, he won't die. Ain't that what the scripture say?
Yeah, that rod wasn't spared for me many times.
Withhold not the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just think about that, though. Hey, let's talk about that real quick. What I was just bringing about the government, right? Just think about that, though, right? The government tells you that you can't discipline your kids, that they're not going to prosecute on crimes. It's okay for you to steal, and certain murders is certain unaliving is okay. Oh, and you can tear up your city.
Well, lawlessness. Lawlessness is acceptable. So it boils down to.
Yeah. Hey, that was cool. Yeah, you're right. I seen that too. Yeah, that was cool. Real quick, Brother Jeremy. I know you was talking apologies. But yeah, so Jersey passed that law that they're gonna hold that one little city in Jersey where they hold the parents responsible for what their kids do.
They should.
Greetings, Brother Jamal.
Man, I kind of miss the old days. The old days. Yeah. Way back in the day where you go one block, they knew your grandma, your grandfather, your uncle. They come and tell on you. They'll tell on you. You getting a beating from grandmama. Find out you getting a beating. You're all the way till you get home. By the time you got home, boy, you had 4 or 5 beatings already. You got the point got across. The village whoopings. Oh yeah, you knew better.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew better not to go out there acting fool because I'm
gonna call your mama right now.
Right, let somebody tell me they call her my mama. What? Mama? I heard mama.
Try to run home, get home before the phone ring. Try to get home before the phone ring. I'm jumping over fences, running through alleys.
They're like, yo, man, this man a gangster. We ain't scared of his mama though. He a real life
Mama the
gangster.
original gangster. That's
But
why.
yeah, but mama,
Mama the
he
original
scared of his
OG.
mama though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing though: if a
But my
child
daddy,
don't fear
my
his
daddy
mama
was
like
one of
that,
the.
then
Hey, no, I was gonna say my daddy didn't have to say nothing. He just had that look like.
yeah.
Hell, that's what I do to my kids.
Go ahead. What you were saying, brother Jamal? Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you good? You good? I was just saying, you know, if you don't fear your mama, she didn't do a good job. I fear my mom even to this day. As little as she is,
I fear my mama because of my dad. I'll be honest with you.
I fear my mama.
My dad
Some
told me
hands
one
on
time that I called myself feeling myself. He said that'd be the last, and he said this is the first and the last time you'll ever do that. You'll never disrespect your mama like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's
Yeah.
funny though, Goyo. He said, double shirts and double pants.
Yeah, hey, you could double up all you want. They got something there. That thing goes straight through to the bone.
Yes, sir. Hey, Drago. Hey, I got paddle. We got the paddle, boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
and
I
my
remember
parents
them
used to
paddle
upgrade.
days, man.
The older you got, they upgraded. You're like, hold up, you wanna, they was upgrading. I'm like,
especially them weird principals that had them long paddles.
mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
bigger you got, especially you was like you was young boys and you was playing football and stuff,
Yeah.
feeling yourself good, solid. They broke you down like a nice prime rib. Bah, tenderizer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You be
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
snap.
They knew all the sweet
Yeah.
spots.
But it's true though, guys. In all honesty though, we got grown kids in government right now and making decisions for this country. I hadn't really grasped it until like now. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people can dislike and listen, Trump's the devil. But he is doing stuff that should be done.
That's funny, yo. My bad. I was looking at you, Drago. You saw Drago say his principal beat him. He told him, wait till I get older. I'm coming for you.
Hey, yeah, my daddy used to threaten me too, for real.
Yo, that's funny.
But yeah, I'm just saying though, like having, and I have to say, we have to go to greetings, David B. But we have to look at right, like we all can agree that Trump is the devil, but
Oh yeah.
him cracking down on laws, making people go back to work, making people get going back to work, having to get in, pretty much now you can't. If you want them sweets, you want to get a job, part-time job to afford them. All of this stuff right here. These are the things that we did when we was growing up.
Mm-hmm. There's some things I can agree with him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Your pet what? You're in prison. What?
David B. David B. Let me remind you of something.
True,
you live in America.
Is it true that Trump?
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Oh man.
So let me tell David B this. Regardless of whether you like him or not, God put him there. And see, had you been listening, I said that he was the devil.
Well, I will say.
Well, no, he ain't the. No, bless. He's definitely not the chief of devils. He's the devil, but he's not the chief of nothing.
No. It's some
I will
bigger
say
devils
this.
than him.
I will say this. As far as I'm not going to go to that Trump. I'm not going down that Trump lane.
No, me neither. I just mentioned it. I was just simply saying that he's doing things that we used to do that we didn't need the government to be involved in.
I mean, there's some.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. No, David B. I'm not wasting my time going down that road. That's not the discussion, brother.
So,
Greetings, Indoor.
I want to say that the problem there's no accountability. There's no, like we were talking about, you ain't giving no whoopings. Parents ain't giving their children whoopings.
Exactly.
They're allowed to speak their mind a little too much. And they're allowed to have their own so-called right thoughts too much. Scriptures say, when I was a child, I thought I was a child. Right? So a child, I had to have this conversation with my son. I had my youngest son. He had his school was trying to fill him up with allowing them to make decisions on certain things, and he was saying, "I think children should be able to make decisions on this." And I said to him straight up, I said, "Do you know what it takes to run a household?" He said, "No." I said, "You shouldn't be saying nothing then. You need to go to school, master that work, and that's it. The time will come where you can have ideas, but no."
Yeah,
you can't. No, I said that there's a reason why they're in the authority. It's not happening, and I had to bring him down a peg. But he understood at the end.
Yeah, but you know something though, brother Jeremy. I'm reminded of this, right? I always think about this, right? Why give responsibility to children that are supposed to be adult decisions, right? So when you make a child an adult, greetings, Kurt Ellis. When you make a child an adult before their time, you take their innocence away, and you take their ability to learn. Drago just put something in there. I was gonna say it anyway. I was gonna say it too, right? Okay, so my third oldest grandchild, right? Now, I don't know if y'all noticed this, that a lot of I've noticed this about kids that are smart kids, right? I've noticed this. I don't know if y'all have, right? Whereas you see, when kids are young children, you got ones that learn how to crawl and they crawl on all four and stuff like that. But then you have these ones now that are like they don't want to crawl, so they'll scoot on one knee till they can walk. Have y'all seen that?
I haven't. No.
No, man. That's
I've seen. I was watching this video of this one child, but then they showed how smart this child was, right? So I say that to say this, right? This generation, this generation is different than our generation. They learn different, and so my grandson, right? He started talking before his older brother did, right? Which was weird to me. But I'm looking like this little boy carrying on conversations with me. And mind you, right, he's not even a year old. And it's like my other grandson now. It caught my attention because the same thing happened. The same thing that he's doing, my younger grandson did the same thing, right? Now, he could already identify different pictures, letters, numbers, all of this stuff, right? Before he got a little bit over a year old. But the minute that she put that, this true worshiper dude, man, he's an idiot. I seen him, man. You know what? he looked like the crackhead apostle.
Hey, at the end of the day, greetings, worshiper. Greetings.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, bro, you look like you in a dress. Stop putting that robe on. But yeah, I'm with Jeremy about that one too. Yeah, greetings to you, sister Abraham. Greetings to you. So my grandson, she put a phone in his hand and it kind
Well,
of
be a reader.
stunted his growth.
Yo, I'm sorry, Uso's an idiot. He said, "Let him be your reader, brother Ham." Brother
Yeah,
Uso,
hey man, y'all go look at that. Y'all go look at that dude, the true worshiper, man. I ain't gonna call him a crackhead, but he looked like a woman in a dress.
Hey, at the end of the day, listen. You know what? Keep coming around. Don't worry. You'll get pricked. Don't worry. I ain't sweating it.
But yeah. So all I'm saying though, guys, is these kids, these phones, and it's done it to us adults too. We used to be able to remember numbers, addresses, and stuff like that
man.
without a phone.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
Oh yeah.
I used to memorize the phone numbers. Yep. I still remember my phone number from when I was a kid growing up.
You know something? You know something, true worshiper? I'll tell you this. Y'all proved that y'all was scared of me a year ago. I wouldn't even waste my time with a conversation with you.
Oh, I didn't know.
And if you don't believe me, yeah. So I'll tell you this. You go ask that jerk chicken apostle why he wouldn't have a discussion with me, and then come back and talk to me. He knows who I am.
Is he under?
Yeah, he affiliated with them.
Certain Gregor.
No. So twin. So twin. Maybe you misunderstanding what I'm saying when I say that they're children in politics. Yeah, you can be a grown child. Nobody disagrees with that. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. We've all been around a grown child.
Oh yeah, many of them.
Because I know I've ran across a few of them, and I'm like, this, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, this can't be real.
Right?
This can't be real. Like, no, he ain't serious. He playing.
Yeah, if you watch Love and Hip Hop and all them other, you see a whole lot of grown children.
Yeah, grown children.
A whole lot of them.
And I don't know how they can watch that shows, bro. I can't. I don't even know.
I don't know neither.
Even as a kid, I couldn't watch
junk and trash on there.
Yeah, even social media. Social media got a whole lot of grown children.
Yeah, it's true.
A whole lot of them.
You're right on that one, brother. And it's sad because
So
why there's a decline in society is because there's no men.
Exactly. You're
right. Well, no correction. No adults. Because no adults. It's not just men. Because
there's less women too. You're right. There's less women.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say about women is this, right? Because here's the thing: women that support their men, to me, that's a beautiful thing. I love to see that.
No, that's facts.
I agree. I love to see that. Like, even though my wife gets on my nerves sometimes, she do.
So all you ladies
she still supports
who support your men, thank God for that.
Thank the Lord for
that.
Amen.
Wonderful.
But we still have, when I say that we have grown children in government, right? The ones that don't, the ones that don't believe that the law needs to be enforced, those are children.
Yeah, I agree.
Those are children.
I'll say we have grown children in government and grown children in just the everyday, natural, regular life.
Man, if I told you about some of these men that cry like little kids, man.
For real, like,
That's right, Endor. Yeah. Yes, sister. Stand up. That's right, Endor. I'm with you.
No, but you can tell that, like, even dealing with regular people on a regular day basis, right? A lot of men don't know how to take correction. They get mad immediately. They don't know how to control their emotions. Somebody say something to them, even at the workplace. say something to them, they like, what? You want to fight? Let's go outside. Let's go outside right now.
Men, but real men don't do that. Real men don't do that, right?
They don't. No.
Real men don't get into to scuffles over stupid stuff, right?
Nope.
Real men don't do that.
Nope.
Like me, I'm not getting into no argument with. Listen, man, I fought enough people when I was growing up to the point like now it's not worth arguments with me having with people that it comes to blows and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, but that's wisdom, brother Ham. That's wisdom, you know. Like,
but here's the thing, though, right?
Yeah.
I watch these men, and some of the grown men, not just the young boys and stuff like that, and they're having conversations as if they really know what they're talking about. Like, and I have to go back to all of these. I have to go back to all of these shows that they have. Kevin Samuel was a grown child. And I hate to say it, Corey Holcomb, he's a grown child. These men on the internet are grown children. When you hear, okay, put it like this. We'll do a comparison, right? If you notice, men dislike Pastor Jennings. They literally dislike him. Do you know why they dislike him?
Because he's a man and he's a holy set apostle.
Thank you.
Yeah. A lot of boys don't like
because the truth hurt, and that's all he talk about is truth.
Little boys don't like authority.
Right. Thank God for Pastor Jennings.
Just think about that. To the title. When grown folks is talking.
I see you.
That's it.
I see you changed the back half of it, and from what we were discussing.
Yeah, I did because I was tempted, but I didn't do it.
I was surprised. Oh, he made it a little different. That's it though. That's it though. You know what I mean? I can't listen. If I spend time watching shows like Pop the Balloon or women that discuss about men or love and hip hop or the problem is. What was the first one you said?
The show called Pop the
Balloon. Like my wife and my wife and my daughters them love that stuff.
What in the world is that?
It's a dating.
Do you get my point, man? You see what do you see my point now, though, Brother Jeremy?
Hold on. We got to go over Pop the Balloon for a second because that sounds stupid.
So you'll get 6
women. No. Hey, no. That's the least. That's the least.
I know,
that's
but
the least.
Me, so
yeah, I'm just making up a number.
Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 6 women and 6 men, right? They're all single, so-called, and they all get a balloon.
Some of them are so-called Christians.
Some of them so-called Christians. They talk about they want a man that believe in God and all this and that. But so the men will go first. The women would all get a balloon. The dude would walk up, and off the rip, if they don't like what they see, they could pop the balloon.
That's a big old cane Corso.
If they don't pop the balloon, then some questions are asked, and he'll answer the question. If they don't like the answer, then they pop the balloon. Then that means the girl don't want them. And then you'll have the girls do the same thing. So all the men will get a balloon.
So in other words, you're getting auctioned off.
Walk up.
It's basically old school.
Pretty much.
No, I just said what it was. Is you getting auctioned off.
Yeah, it's like old school speed dating, but with a balloon.
With a balloon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. You gotta lose a few brain cells when you like. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's stupid. It's stupid. So I tell you, and I told y'all I've been watching Catfish International, right?
Oh my Lord!
I like what, but hey, listen though, man. This girl on there, right? This girl on there, she had MS, right?
Uh-huh.
She's on disability, and these people told her that this was not the dude. Like she got this fake profile of this guy, and they showed her that it wasn't the guy. And she still was trying to talk to the guy. And I'm thinking like, and I hate to say it, like she like an old thirsty MS chick, because that's what it was.
Oh my!
Yeah,
I
put
don't
it
know
this way.
what happened to.
Anybody that's on a dating app, you're thirsty.
Yeah, this is true.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love older.
But you know,
Dating app, you're thirsty.
it just goes. It just goes to show you that's another thing, right? And I don't condone dating outside of the church. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't. I'm just how I feel about it at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my lesson is learned as far as like I'm with my wife until till death do us part. But had I followed the same info that I was given, I wouldn't have married my wife.
Yep, same here.
But so lessons to be learned, right? So I gotta now I want to preach from the mountaintops, right? And I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you don't believe that's not the proper way to go about it, then you want to be hard headed and test the water, go ahead. But dating without God is foolishness.
Well, we're not. We're still talking about immaturity. We're getting off topic, and I don't want to hear.
Yeah, David B. Nobody wants to talk about Trump, but you got derangement syndrome, and I can't help you with that, brother.
I don't even care to talk about that. I definitely think that this society is
but I mean,
going
yeah.
down the crapper.
Go ahead, brother John.
Yeah.
Going down the crapper.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because
here's
the thing.
Yeah.
Like politics. I talk about them and I still watch them and stuff like that. I have a different perspective of them now, and
yeah.
And the reason why I have a different perspective is because the problem is getting caught up in politics serves no purpose. So my thing is this. My thing is this generation of kids has been ruined. Not all, but most. My daughter, she's starting to learn stuff the hard way and everything. That's funny. That's funny, brother. Holiness.
Right. I'll be like, man.
He hit the Rick Jane quote.
But you want to know something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Reason why these kids don't know their place is and I'm not saying this at 100%, but I'm just saying most of the time it is because the mother does not check the child. I've seen it too many times in grocery stores, at schools, and simple events.
Mm-hmm.
The child would be acting up, out of control. Someone try to say, "Hey, stop it! Or you shouldn't do that," or "Hey, put that down," and the mother goes berserk. How dare you talk to my son? Who are you?
Yeah.
You don't talk to my son. You don't talk to my daughter. You don't. And then next thing you know, it's like, really? Like, but you see where
you see one of them kids running down the aisle or something like that.
Child,
yeah, and also too, like
you can see the child getting no training.
Like y'all said too, there's not a lot of men out here, yo. They kids be doing stuff and they don't reprimand the children, or they walking over the children.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Men. Like me, I work with
I've
kids.
seen that too.
I've worked with kids for years, and I've seen the spine jelly men with children, and the kids look at him like, "Dad, shut up!" I'll be over there on the other side looking like, yo, if you don't take out your belt.
Hey, listen. I got
Right.
to say something on that one. I got to say something on that one real quick. So,
Yeah.
y'all know how I handle my kids.
Yeah.
Y'all heard me talk.
Yeah.
So the one time my son decided he wanted to get out of pocket, I said to him,
Was feeling itself.
I said, "Oh, you want to meet Jeremy? You talking to Dad right now, but you can meet Jeremy if you want." I told him straight up, "You want to meet Jeremy?"
Yeah.
He said, "No."
Mhm.
I said, "All right, then you better shut up."
For real.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, man.
Man.
You know something though? I haven't had none of my kids try me like that though, brother Jeremy.
I believe you, him.
I always wondered, like people used to tell me, but people used to tell me about that though, brother Jeremy. But
Ham reminds me of, oh, you will give me a little crazy eye, huh?
I don't know, cause I guess because my kids heard a lot of stories. My kids heard a lot of stories about me, man.
Oh man.
They're like, man, no. They looking like, man, you look at Daddy baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. God, Holy Ghost. Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, you don't
They
want to
better
meet the
be
old man.
glad.
You don't want to meet the old man.
Mm-mm. I don't even like. I'm scared of the old man. What's up?
Yeah.
So
No, but you know,
no.
something I see all the time though, you know, working with kids. Sometimes even too, like a lot of the government, they allow the children not only to
Greetings,
make
brother Tyree. Go ahead, keep
their
going. I was just greeting brother Tyree.
yeah, no, it's all good. They allow their kids to not only make the decisions, but also to the worst part about it, they link like behaviors that you can beat your child for. They call them like mental health behaviors. And that's the craziest part. So they take kids to the hospital for behavior that can be reprimanded in the home. You know?
Hey, my
What?
grandson. They thought my grandson thought he was gonna get away with that with me.
Yo, bro, I seen it, man. Like what?
He was like, soon as they said they was taking him over there to me, all of a sudden he didn't have no problems no more.
Right? Straightened up. He had a change of heart. He got converted immediately. He got to change the heart.
Be gone, devil.
He's like, right? He's like, where you going to? Where we going? I thought we going to the hospital now. We going to grandpa. Oh. Straightened up, stood up like a soldier. That's what they're supposed to be. Though.
That was funny. Hey, that was a long time ago, but that was still funny though.
You know, when
I can't get him to mine. I said, I can't get him to mine. I said, bring him over here. I don't want to go over there.
Now, back in the day, you had a fear of your parents. You had a fear. It looked like the fear of God was in you. You knew. Like,
Yeah.
what? Even if you was acting up, you made sure that you didn't even wanted to come home. What? But now, they ain't scared of their parents now. They're like, what you said, mommy?
Nah.
Shut up. I'm like, what? I'll be there.
Man,
I'll be marveled.
I'm gonna be honest. One thing about it is, I'm listening to you, Twain. I'll wait till you get finished.
No.
Greetings, Sister D. Nicole.
No, I said I'll be marveled that seeing this stuff. I'll be like, yo, this is where we coming at. This is where we at now. Your parent to shut up, sit down, cussing your parents out. I'll be like, man, I couldn't even think of it. I couldn't even think of that as stuff. It wasn't even a thought of mine.
But on another note, though, I had to tell my grandson. Little boy was picking on him at school, and I told my granddaughter too. And I mean, I don't condone violence, but I told him, I said, if he or she put her hands on you and you didn't initiate it, take care of your business. Maybe I shouldn't have told them that, but they did. It's like they did it. Told him the same thing my daddy told me.
Yeah. I tell my kids this too. Don't start no fights. But if someone start one with you, you do as I taught you. You know,
Defend yourself.
if they can't,
Yeah,
you know, if you give them the 1-2, that's really all you need. But if they get past the 1-2, then you go ahead and show them that single leg I taught you.
Yeah, my granddaughter didn't know when to stop though. That was kind of.
And I teach my kids control because my family is boxers. Like we all box, not professionally, but it's just what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I at a young age I taught my kids self control. You know, when you're in a fight, you don't lose yourself. You breathe. You keep yourself. You keep your calm. You keep your cool. You know, they haven't really been into any fighting since they got older. But when they were younger, you know, they used to get in the fights all up and down the street. You know, so, but
yeah. Hold on a second, brother Jamal. Who now? Who are you? A Flushy Purple?
Flushy Purple. Who that?
No, somebody that came up. Flushy Purple. Who are you?
Flushy Purple. That was
Flushy Purple.
Sound like the devil to me.
Oh man.
Yeah, go ahead and finish, brother Jamal. Sorry.
Flushy Purple. Come on. What? Give me some another name.
Yeah. Flushy Purple. I don't know what that. I don't know what that's about.
No.
Like I was saying, I forgot what I was saying.
That was too weird for me.
Yeah, that was weird. What is your name?
Yeah, that threw me off.
Come back as another color. All of these colors are.
I thought it was gonna be one of them ones that try to defend what kids do. You should let your kids like, and I say this. Yeah, you know something, Brother Drago, and I read what Brother Drago said. He said that have you ever seen a solid dude that people fear in the streets, but got so disrespected by their own kids? I tell you, my niece and nephew, if you only knew about the pops, you would stop. Yeah, so you know, I mean, I can't really say that I have, Brother Drago. I don't know, maybe y'all have. With this question he was asking, y'all see that?
Yeah. I mean,
I'll put it up there.
Well, I haven't seen like my OG, for instance. His kids are spoiled, but they know better. You know, they know when he give them that look, like y'all was talking about. Oh, I better be quiet. Let me leave that alone.
Yeah.
But I ain't. He's well, you know, he's well known. But I'm just saying, you know, I've never seen someone that's like real reputable, that's really known in the streets for handling business and doing things. I ain't never seen the kids disrespect.
But he get disrespected at home though.
Exactly.
That's I ain't never seen that. That's a flip.
Nah, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, I wouldn't care if I had to fight the whole house. You disrespect me.
Oh yeah. Anyone of my children think they got the right to talk to me however they feel? Yeah, we don't have a real long conversation with us.
Yeah, that ain't gonna end well.
But at the same time,
one more time, brother. Yeah, one more time, brother Jamal. All right, yeah, Flushy Purple. Who are you?
Flushy Purple. Earth to Flushy Purple.
What's good?
What's going on?
What's going on?
How you doing today, brother? Sister, brother or sister, whichever one you may be.
You got 5 seconds or you out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You ain't got nothing to say. I'm telling you. Purple got
You just want to make an appearance.
Flush it down the toilet.
Maybe does he have a mic? Is the person
Is your mic messing up or something, Flushy Purple?
or are you just on here to play games?
Hey, all I see is got a picture of a teddy bear and a banana on the table.
I think we got.
You are here for games.
I think it's best we.
Yeah. So I gave you a chance to talk. You haven't said anything.
Flush
Yeah.
it down the toilet.
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah. So I'm gonna assume that you're not participating in the conversation, or you need to get your mic fixed. When you do, come back. Huh?
Yeah, they gotta take the mic.
Huh? What's that noise?
They gotta unmute.
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Flushy Purple.
Mm-hmm. I hear breathing.
Now that's me. I'm outside working out.
Okay. So hey, you gotta get the exercise in, brother. Oh yeah.
I'm working off something else, brother.
All right, Flushy Purple, you unmuted. What's going on? Greetings.
They put themselves back on mute.
Are you
there? I mean,
hello.
Oh well, they play too much. Kick them off.
Hey, listen. I don't want to kick. I don't want to kick you from it, but you got to say something.
I think they're on here just to play. They're on here just to play around.
Hello, Flushy.
I'm trying to. Okay, so I don't know if you're working on your mic. Get your mic and stuff together, or whatever the case. More now, there's nothing wrong with your mic. It showed that it wasn't. I don't know if you just don't want to say something. Greetings, brother Donald Sanders.
Awkward.
So if you don't want to say anything, I'm going to have to boot you from the studio.
Press it down the toilet, I say.
So be it.
Awkward.
So I gave you the benefit of the doubt. You haven't said anything.
Let him to the back.
I think enough time. Has been.
Yeah. Enough time has been passed. If you can go buy a new mic.
Try again tomorrow, Flushy.
That was weird. Yeah, I'll be real,
Okay. Oh wow, that's so funny. Exposing my tricks. That's just so funny.
You got a 30-minute timeout for that.
Hey, just yeah. You can time him out.
Got 30 minutes. Yep.
So what I mean, grown. Hey, look, there's an example of a grown kid.
Yeah, I tell you, bro,
Person playing around.
Every time, it never fails. Every time he put a topic. Every topic. Whatever topic that we talk about, it manifests.
We always get people that disagree with us actually, and this is a legitimate and reasonable conversation.
Correct.
Yeah.
This what you know.
I just say you play too much.
Grown folks talking,
and also let me make clear too. Women, the women were welcome to come up and share in this conversation too.
Oh yes, we would love it, sisters. You know,
it's not. It don't have to be only us men up here.
Yeah, it will be good to hear another input from not just brothers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much up here. We need trouble. We need a little soprano.
Yeah, because y'all don't like what we saying. Y'all gotta understand we men up here, so you gonna hear a man's perspective. Mm-hmm.
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
You see what that indoor said?
Real man. No watered down stuff here.
Right?
Oh no, not at all. No, that ain't me.
brother, no, I don't know. I think maybe this might be just a listening session for most people. I guess I don't know.
But yeah, man.
Very therapeutic.
It's a least amount of men out here. You know, a lot of fatherlessness. You know, a lot of little kids' lives. A lot of men deciding to go start other families and whatever, and leaving their kids out there to
That's
just
crazy, bro.
burn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out here talking about. Oh, I've heard men say, "Yo, I'm gonna come see them when they get older." Like you gonna be alive.
That's
Yeah, man, it's a lot of them, dude. I agree. It's the women that don't raise their kids right, and they don't. But I also believe it's a lot of the men too that they don't know how to, show especially the boys how to be men. There's
Right.
a lot of little
Yeah.
boys out there trying to
Ain't
raise.
no crying over here, boy.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Be crying for real.
No sissy.
You're right too, Endor. They never show up to important topics. You are correct about that too.
No, never do.
We
Things
know that
matter.
You know what? You know what? We can count this as this is going to be a pleasant conversation. Let's just rejoice in the relief from the folly.
Right?
Exactly.
Count it all joy, brothers.
That's right. We got to.
Exactly. Amen.
But the thing is this, right? You also have too many boys trying to raise men.
Mm-hmm.
You got kids raising kids.
Hey, you want to share, Jeremy, while we doing this too?
Not gonna lie to you,
I got a couple scriptures.
You got a couple scriptures. What if I
Proverbs 22:6.
Right. Right.
You're so mean. Why can't it do it?
Yo.
Exactly, You see what he said? Just don't say 3, and they won't jump.
Right, you want to stroke some devils.
Stir the pot, they show up.
Big 3, my lord. Big 3.
No. Even in the
Big 3, my lord.
And when it ain't something they want. Yeah. When it ain't something they want to talk about, it's a whole different conversation, right?
But yeah, like even in the workplace.
Yeah, actually do. 25. Or maybe 22, 5, and 6. Actually.
Yeah, I say even in the workplace, sometimes I'm dealing with other men. They be crying. I be like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna argue with you. I ain't arguing with you, man. You heard what I said.
Poke your chest out.
Yeah, you want to argue? Like we gonna go back and forth. I said, you heard what I said. That's it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
For real.
My daughter is the youngest parent. My daughter and her husband are the youngest parents that I know, Brother Drago.
Ooh. So Proverbs 22, verse 5 and 6. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that doth keep his soul shall be far from him. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's right.
Amen.
Can't say what, twin. I can't say what. Maybe I'm missing something.
He's referring to the heathens only show up for the folly when they you talking about 3 gods and all that stuff, and Trinity and all that. That's what
Oh, okay. I was confused on that. I'm like, oh, okay. I got you. I understand what you're saying, twin. I got you.
I guess it's 1 out of 3 then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
huh?
Well, at
Yeah.
least, look, all right. So at least you do show up for the productive conversation.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Who's that?
Talking about twin.
Twin. Twin.
Hey, when did that become a word?
We
Y'all
should
play
turn
too
them
much.
on. We can't hear.
Y'all play too much.
One of my little bros was saying that. He's like, "Oh, what's up,
Craig, you
twin?"
play too much.
I'm like, "Where's Twin at?" 'Cause we got a homie named Twin, so I'm looking around like, "Where Twin at? I don't see Twin." He's like, "No, you Twin." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm not ugly. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Twin? You ain't twins." Twin.
Mhm.
I don't know. This new language, this new lingo. I tell you,
That's pretty sad.
Can't-
12 years
I
old.
can't say
Oh,
crap
wow.
no more.
Dang.
That
For real, twin?
used
That's
to be one of my
crazy.
favorite words.
Nah, you see what Twin said, though, right? Because brother Jamon, he was asking about the youngest people that he know as far as parents, and Twin said that my niece was 12 years old, and the dad was 13 years old.
Lord.
That's wild, yo.
Sorry to hear that.
Man, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough. And I
But
pray that
you got to remember though, y'all. Let's not forget though. Before the civil rights, parents were getting married at young ages like that.
Nah, brother.
Yeah, but it's a different time, you know, kids aren't
different.
trained.
Yeah.
No. I know it was a different time. I'm just saying it's not like at a time that it was a bad thing at one time.
Well, it goes to show the maturity level. I get that's a good point, Ham. Though it shows the maturity level, right?
Yeah,
Of the older
because
generation.
before, yeah.
That's
And a lot of those, and just think about it though. And just think about it. A lot of those young kids that got married then when they was 12 and 13 years old, they created whole bloodlines.
Huh?
I mean, see,
I
even,
have to go with Jeremy. It was a different time then. The maturity level was different.
Yeah, but also even with that same sentiment, I would still say like that's why you see these a lot of grown folk be talking about 12-year-olds, 11-year-old having kids, and they think that child
Not now though
is has a mental capacity of an adult to have a child. You know what I mean? So some of them I'd be like, no, because that's still young. That's very young.
It's sad that they
So I'm not saying I condone it or anything like that. I'm just saying at a time they were building bloodlines, young. Because remember, you had child brides and stuff like that and everything. Greetings, Antoine. So we got to remember a part of man's history is rooted a lot in that.
Yeah, I'm like 12-year-old. You supposed to be.
But you gotta understand, in that time, men didn't live long. The average life expectancy of a man in those times where they were marrying at 13, 12, 14 years old, the life expectancy was like 58. That was a full life back then.
No, they was living longer than that.
I'd be like, you better do your homework. 12 years old. You better go in there.
You talking about through the Dark Ages? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about literally the 1800s.
I mean, that's the only time that I heard that people were dying earlier than like 65 and 70 and 100 years old is during the Dark Ages because of the sicknesses that people didn't have cures or didn't know cures for.
But yeah, I don't know when the Dark Ages around the 1800s. I thought the Dark Ages was like
the 1400s.
The 14 and 1300s. That's the Dark Ages.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
is the romantic period. The romantic period, and then you had the what was after the romantic period? I can't think. But no, I'm talking.
Iron Age, the Iron Age, the Iron Age.
Yeah, the Iron Age.
And I can say,
I think was one.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, but I was just saying, like, in the
And then the Iron Age, and then it was it was some other age, and then the like we're in the age of we're in the age of, the Bronze Age, and then we're in the age of technology.
Yeah, and I can say, like, even with that,
it's stupid.
And even with that, like,
this
even
is the millennial age.
In today's society, the reason why we have a lot of kids having babies at 9, 10, 11, 12, or even 13 is because, like what you said, Brother Ham, they don't know how to put a child in their place. Like, you're supposed to be doing Legos, Pokemon, playing with little girls, playing with little, whatever.
Don't worry about what I'm over here doing.
You ain't
don't worry about them overdoing. Get over there, play that.
Grown men or grown woman business, and that's where people mess it up. Like, some people are forcing their child to grow up too fast over here taking care of their kids. Grown women got their children, letting their 12-year-old watch the children like they grown, cooking food for the kids while they out at the club. You know what I mean? So it's really a lot of situations like those where they force the children.
Pastor talk about that a lot too.
And never have a childhood.
Pastor talks about that.
Yeah, and that's why they end up getting pregnant and having babies young because of those situations.
Childhood gone. Because that's, and you know something though, and people don't realize this though, right? When you take a childhood away from a child, when they start to see things that they miss, they're bothered by that.
Yeah, I mean, Look at Michael Jackson; he's a prime example.
And I hate to say it, my wife is an example of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't miss my childhood. I was bad, but I didn't miss my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't miss your childhood?
No.
I miss my childhood. I ain't gonna lie to you, Ham.
I miss my childhood.
I miss the marbles.
Man, listen. Just think about it. This how you know. This how you know when somebody didn't miss This how you know when somebody didn't miss their childhood. When you can think about cartoons that you watched when you was 5 or 6 years old.
Oh yeah, Looney Tunes, Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory.
You didn't miss your childhood.
What a time!
It may not have been perfect, but you didn't miss your childhood.
Oh, you mean miss like Skip, or miss like I miss you, or are you talking about miss like Skip?
Oh, you talking about miss
like you didn't get to enjoy like you didn't experience the childhood, what it was like to be a child.
Oh, my bad. I thought you was talking about like, do I miss my childhood?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But you can tell, like people that didn't get to enjoy their childhood or their teenage years and stuff like that because they were too busy trying to be grown and stuff. Like now, me, I can say my teenage years, that's kind of a blur for me.
Really?
Man, I was in them streets. I was doing grown man things.
Yeah, same here, Ham. I remember a lot. You know, I remember my first $10 I made. You know.
I'm saying like I look at I look at how some people grew up. And they grew up in their teens and stuff like that, went to college and, got degrees and, the career and all this and that or whatever. I didn't get none of that. I got the street degree. Hey, greetings, Bob T. I got the street degree.
Jane
the dope fish shooting dope.
But I had a rough childhood, you know. I wouldn't say I missed my childhood, but I definitely had a rough childhood.
Well,
Being
but you
light
know what?
skinned in a dark family, you get picked a lot.
Hey, brother Jamon, I made things bad for me. I made things bad for me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Too?
I did.
I also got to say this. Like earlier today, I was watching a video on YouTube, and it was about a girl. She thought she was a cat, right? And she went and got like the cat ears and all of that, and what True Toys or whatever, leash, all that. Yeah, I was watching it, but her dad.
Yeah, that is funny. That is funny. I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, her dad was okay with it. He said he thought she was doing cosplay at first, and he was agreeing with all her behavior and every. I'm talking about she got the tail.
Oh no, this ain't the same video then.
Okay, yeah, she got the tail and everything. She want to go get surgery to get the fangs done. She thinks she a whole dog out here, and the dad is being okay with it. I was like, man, you worthless, you jellyback man. You didn't even tell your child that they ain't a dog. You got the dog in the house, and you got your daughter being the dog.
Jellyback.
So speaking of that, when you were saying that though, right? Have y'all seen the video of the girl that said that she was a cat? So the daddy grabbed the food out the refrigerator. It was some raw food. He took it out there on the porch and said, "Oh, well, you must be hungry." He took the bowl out there. Was like, "Here you go. I got something to eat for you." She went out there. She's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm finna feed you. Cats eat outside."
Yeah, cats. Hey, see now that's
she stood out there for a minute. She was like, She stood out there for a minute. She was like, "Nope, I don't want to be a cat no more."
See, that's a father right there. That's what you should. That's man. That's a father for real. You want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm going to get all the meow mix. Meow mix.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll feed you.
You want to eat jerk chicken? Meow mix for cats outside.
That's what he was saying too. He said we us humans.
Cats don't take
we us. He was like we us humans. We eat at the table. You can eat outside.
What was that old song? We like chicken. We like liver. Meow mix now deliver.
Meow 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 meow.
You really just did that.
Hey, that was a catchy commercial. That was a catchy commercial.
I'm sorry. That was a good commercial back when I was a kid, man. I used to love that commercial.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was funny too.
Like, these parents are allowing the behavior in their own home, and they wonder why they come out messed up. You ain't said nothing. You didn't reprimand the behavior. You take an imaginary friend and made him into a real person. Like,
Yeah. And weird thing though, we was having this conversation. Hey, speaking of that, twin, right? Conversation we was having the other day, how we was talking about how these kids were talking to these things that they couldn't see, right? As a parent, you know good and well that they shouldn't be doing that. Like my grandkids was never allowed to say that they had an imaginary friend. I wasn't even allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's definitely weird.
When I was a child.
That's definitely weird.
But you know, and you know, the point of it is parents going to the whim of kids, right? Yeah. That's the problem.
I mean, I didn't tell my mama about
you indulge it. Yeah. You indulge it. Y'all remember Fred, the imaginary dude supposed to be the whatever his name is, redhead Fred, whatever his name is. They did that, made a little movie on it or whatever. But they used to do that stuff, right? And that was encouraging them to believe in imaginary friends instead of them going out making real friends and stuff like that. Exactly, imaginary demons. And so, you know, when you think about that though, right? It's things that if you look back on it now, you think about it being in holiness and being part of holiness. You look at it. Yeah, Drop Dead Fred. That's who it was, Antoine. Yep, Drop Dead Fred. The little red hair make believe guy or whatever. But so a lot of stuff that now we can look back over and say, man, that was pretty evil, and I do. And I'm thinking like, dang, that was real wicked. But it just goes to show you though, right? That parents allow kids to turn them into kids.
Yeah.
And the adults no longer talking; it's kids talking.
Yep. Yes, kids talking and making up their minds to rule. They rule in the house. Like I remember, I was watching one of them crime stories where the mom, she allowed her son to do whatever he wanted to do, and it got to the point where he would start killing animals and dogs and all of that. He was doing whatever. Like she just lived there. And he ran the house like she was scared to go in certain rooms and whatever. And I'm talking about she had a job. She would go and come back home and she was afraid of her own son. I think he ended up killing her.
Yeah, but I was just going to say the same thing happened to my sister's friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing happened to my sister's friend. She was spoiling this little boy, doing all this stuff for him instead of making him be responsible. So as he got older, right, he started becoming a teen, and he wanted, watching all these rap videos and this and that or whatever. He wanted that stuff that she couldn't afford.
Yeah.
Do you know he beat his mama to death? He beat her to death.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because she couldn't provide the stuff because she couldn't provide the stuff greetings, Sister Davis. She couldn't provide the stuff that he wanted. But you got to remember, it was a kid in Chicago. Mother provided everything for him. I know y'all heard about this story in Chicago where
I heard about it. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, the mother provided everything for him. I mean, cars, this and that or whatever.
Yeah,
but he wanted to be one of and he wound up killing his mama. And he riding around after he done killed his mama, stunting.
Yeah. Yep. And he got what was worse than that was he ended up getting like an insurance policy from that. And he spent all the money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed his mama for
money. That was sad, man.
Set his own mama up to die. Well, yeah, he doing life now.
Yeah.
Yep. He doing life now.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Okay. Yeah.
This one's really good. Sister Fleming says you're legally an adult at 18 years old, but in the panelist's opinion, when are you really grown? I would say some kids grow up faster than others.
But they used to say that women develop before young boys. I don't believe that. That's never been true because I trust me. In some cases, you got dumb kids on both sides of the spectrum. I hate to say that, but that's a fact. But
yeah,
but it just depends. The upbringing is what decides on the adult or the child. The upbringing. Right? I'll give you an example, right? Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember the dad that taught his sons and them how to invest money, and they were millionaires by the time they were 12 years old? Do y'all remember that? He had 3 sons, and he taught them how to invest stocks, bonds, and all of that stuff, and to start a business. And they were all millionaires by the time they were 12 years old.
I forgot who that was, but I think I heard about it.
I can't think of the guy's name, but the dude, and he's like, I think he's probably about $1 billionaire now. And that was, and I'll tell you, that was like 7 years ago.
Man.
7, 8 years, maybe 10, something like that. But yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing I seen, right? But then it's another guy, right? His daughters and them are not even grown. His sons are not even grown, and all of his kids are all investors. in stocks and cryptos.
Mm.
They probably some of them. I think some of them making like $10,000 a month. Some make $7,000, $8,000, $12,000 a month.
Yeah.
Just stock, stock trading and stuff like that. And I'm like, so I mean,
I don't know. And also to say, like, when you're grown, I can really say it really, like you said, Brother Hammond, depends on the child. Because even, like you said, we got grown children right now out here. So I could definitely say it really depends on them. Because a parent will know if that child could actually take care of themselves. And if, when it comes down to responsibility and all those different types of things. Because there's many kids out here that move out before they're 18 and they can't even balance a checkbook. Or they don't even know how to clean themselves right. Bad hygiene, can't hold a job.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it really
smoking weed, tattoos on their faces.
Hey, you know what I mean? So some people don't know what it is to be grown. So it all really depends. You can be 18 and be gone off to college, know how to sustain and how to take care of yourself or whatever. But you can also be a 30-year-old person and don't know how to do any of that. So it depends on the age, the age of the individual, who's raising.
Never paid a bill, never paid a bill or nothing.
I'm telling you, not even a $10 bill and a subscription.
Man, not even a Netflix subscription.
Right? Not even a Netflix, brother. But they be like, but they the first one to say, I'm grown. I'm an adult.
I ain't even got $20 to pay for that.
You can't talk to me like that.
Right? You can't talk to me like that. I'm almost 18.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what bill you paying in this house?
It's like, I don't think anyone should be considered an adult at 18. That's my opinion. Because even though some may mentally mature more than others, there's a thing called experience of adulthood before you actually master.
That was the point that I was making, Brother Jamal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just giving you my opinion on it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing is too. So you're an illegal adult at 18, but you can't purchase alcohol. Which I'm not condoning this. Let me just say that I'm not condoning this. But you can't purchase alcohol or tobacco at the age of 18. So if you're an adult, you legally can't even choose if you ruin your body or not. You have to go sneak and do it still. So I don't think 18 is a proper adult age. I think my opinion would be 30, around 28, 30 years old. Because at that point, like for me, I'll just give an example of me. In that time in my life, that's when my thinking started to actually change a little bit. It started to go from what's the new thing out there to let me build my foundation and let me make sure my household is set first. You know what I mean? It was and again, I know people mature differently at different rates, but I'm just saying as an average, I've seen more people ruin their lives between 18 and 28 and then try to go ahead and fix up their lives between 30 and 40, like myself. So I think the average adult age should be around 30. And think about it too, when we were talking about history, even in like the Greeks, the Greek age and the Roman age, a boy was still 25. A boy was still like 30 something years old. It wasn't until he was a certain age where his father gave him permission to leave the house and go start his family. So I mean, again, everyone matures differently. But in my opinion, you're not a full mature adult until you're about 30. Also too, that mean your body develops differently as well. When you hit your 30s, that's when all that young stuff really starts to die down, and I'm feeling it right now.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this to you, Brother Jamal. The problem with it's not the growing part, right? It's the influence part, right? So
Mm-hmm.
The knowledge starts in the home, right? The knowledge starts in the home. That's where it begins at. That's where a child learns about God. That's where a child learns to count. That's where a child learns their name.
Mm-hmm.
That's where a child learns to walk. That's where a child learns to use the potty, so forth and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of these things are taught in the home that are supposed to be taught in the home. But the outside influence will say that it's okay to let a child run around in a diaper till they're 3 or 4 years old. Outside influence will tell you that it's all right for a child to still be drinking a bottle when when they were 3 or 4 years old. Outside influence will say that it's okay to that we teach them about their sexuality and their brains haven't even developed yet. So when I say there's a difference, right? A parent has to give a balance to what outside influence they'll allow their children to come in contact with versus letting the outside influence raise your child. Like we were talking earlier, phones and TVs and shows raising children. Like when we watch cartoons, when we were, like me for my age, let me just say my age, right? They were educational cartoons. You know, uh, they were actually science, English, you know, uh, and the five curriculums that you needed for basic education from a child up until you were graduating from high school. Those were the things that you were taught then. Then the government wanted more slaves. So now the outside influence, which was the slave mentality, which that's really what it is, became something that became prevalent and wound up in the household. So now you got half dressed little girls and cross dressing little boys because the outside influence entered your home. And so now we celebrate single motherhood, but not the married woman. We allow people to denigrate the married woman, but celebrate the unmarried woman.
Mm-hmm.
So the outside influence, right? Again, we go back to when grown folks is talking, that didn't happen. But when a child talks, that's the norm. So whenever I talk to my daughters and them, right? Yeah, I like to see them squirm. When I talk to my sons, I like to see them squirm. That means that I'm getting through to them. So, you know, we as parents have to remember that the outside influence should never overrule you.
Oh yeah, I agree. And
Because
overrule your own. Mm-hmm.
like I was saying earlier, though, and this is I'm gonna end with this. Like I was saying earlier, though, right? And this is before I got on here, and we were all talking. Y'all remember earlier we was talking, and I said that I was looking at the nonsense that was on YouTube, and I was like, these kids talking like they really got experience, ain't paid a bill, ain't got a house, and if they did, some kind of scam to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
and then and I ain't gonna excuse the so-called grown adults with the
Mm-hmm.
kid mentality.
Yep. And you're right, brother. Him. A lot of parents are preparing their children for before they leave the home. They're not teaching them how to
Yeah,
balance, how to financially stabilize themselves, mentally, how to control yourself, how to conduct yourself in an environment, a workplace. What does it take for you to to go to certain places, like manners, respect, how to respect authority, certain things like that. They ain't teaching them. They like, I ain't gonna lie, kind of in a way they're pushing their children out early and thinking that the experience of them being out there in the world, having to climb up there, is gonna make them into an individual, and it really doesn't. Because if you go take a test and you ain't study for it, you're gonna fail. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
some experiences aren't worth the experience. Some children don't come back when you push them out there to the dogs out there. Some of them never make it back home. You know, they never talk about those children that went out in the streets, went out there trying to survive. Parents pushed them out early. They died out there in the streets. You know what I mean? They couldn't take it. They didn't know how to handle pressure. You know what I mean? They were never taught that.
But
So I agree with you, brother, and wholeheartedly. You know, it takes a lot before you can leave the home.
My mom kicked me out at the last time she kicked me out was like 17, and you know I was forced out into the world, and I had no clue. I mean, I knew I was grown because I was on my own, but I had no clue about which way was up. I had no idea how to, you know, what credit was. I had no idea what you know, taxes was. I had no idea what none of this stuff was. You know.
Yeah.
But glory be to God, I did eventually learn. I mean, it took some years, but glory be to God, I'm here. You know, but I do understand that when parents get influence from other people or outside or whatever the case may be, it really does take a toll on the child, especially if it's I don't know if it's something like, well, I'll just give you my what I went through. You know, my mom found a old, and I do mean old, bag of weed in my drawer. And me and her had just had a conversation, you know, because I think, yeah, she caught me with some before, and she told me, she said flat out, she said, if I catch you with some again, she's all like, you're getting put out. So I said, okay, and I did. I did everything I could to make sure there wasn't none in the house, or I didn't bring anything in the house. I made sure I bought extra axe and all this, you know, spraying myself down and stuff, make sure I was everything. She goes and searched my room, and I guess I had a little dime bag in the back that was like, I mean, it was so old, brother, it was brown. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that wasn't your room.
Yeah, I know that now, but you know, at the same time, you know, it's like instead of like sitting down and be like, all right, what is this, and you know, and asking me, you know, she just said, get out, you know. I had to figure out everything else after that, you know. I mean, eventually I did end up moving back in with my parents, but that was after child number, which one was it? Was it you? Yeah, it was Xavier, yeah. Number 3, child number 3.
Hey, greetings, Patrick T and Leo Fernandez. So, y'all, it's a few questions up here. I want to address them. But y'all see what Twin said here, right?
Yeah. Latchkey kids. I don't know. I never heard of latchkey kids before. What is that, brother?
Yeah. What is what?
What is a latchkey kid? What is that? He said, my brothers and sisters, we grew up latchkey kids. We had no father, so my mom worked 3 jobs, and we were at home by ourselves a lot of the time. And she threatened to whip us, so we were good kids to have.
Yeah. Just a single mom, pretty much a single mom home.
Okay, man. Yeah, I mean,
everybody had different words for it, but
okay.
It was always just a single mom.
Single mom. Okay. Well, there was another
Struggling to raise
question.
her kids on her own.
Yeah, I think Endor had a question after that too.
Yeah. I'm about to put it up now.
That one.
And then I got a couple of Georginas right here.
Pretty juicy. That another one. Okay, it says, are there a lot of immature women who believe they are mature because they are independent financially, but have the mind of a 10-year-old?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know
Ooh.
something? I was watching something. I was watching this lady today, right? I was watching this lady today, and I seen this, right? She was like, "Yeah, I don't know why this guy wanted to talk to me about having kids and this and that, because I don't want any kids and this and that or whatever." But you know, the mentality was so childish, right? Why did you just tell the man that you didn't want any kids? Why are you wasting his time? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with nobody dating outside of holiness. But when I see stuff like that, that's just a childish mentality.
True. Yeah, I mean, did she have kids herself?
It's like the same reason why
No,
women
no.
would
She
lie
said
and
she didn't
say,
want
"Oh, you
kids.
the father,"
Okay.
and then 15 years later, you find out it's not yours, and after you done went to jail about 15 times and got like $53,000 worth of child support debt, and then she want to come and tell you, "Oh yeah, you're not the father." You know, pride, and they're so scared to be shamed, and a lot of people think being shamed is always bad. Like that's a part of humility. If you're not shamed a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to swallow that. You gotta learn how to take that sometimes.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna be a better person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
You know?
And that's the problem too. A lot of women nowadays, you know, the modern women, they think that financial stability is womanhood. And that's not the case. You know, it takes so much to be a woman, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about my grandma, my mother. It was way more than that to be a woman, you know what I mean? That for a young man to understand, like, okay, this is what a woman looks like, you know? So when we grow up one day as young men, we know what to look for when we looking for a spouse one day. So it's not always financial responsibility. It's nice that you could pay your own bills, but everybody got to pay their bills.
Yeah, twin. But it was still just with a single mom, though. Yeah. So that's that. Everybody had different names for it. That's all I was saying. But I agree with you about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good question, Endure. All right, so Georgina had this.
Ooh. Let them be. Let like, you know.
How do we respect someone who is
Look,
known
I couldn't even get it out. I couldn't even get it out fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even bother with them.
I think that was the best response.
Don't even bother.
This one, short and sweet.
Yeah,
that's maturity. Just let them alone and let them, you know, be, you know, don't be rude to them. Obviously, you know, right? I think when people think that if you disagree with someone in their belief that you can't help them, then that's something that's wrong, right? Because the scriptures don't teach us to do that. But you know, as far as doctrinal, you just guys talk about it, and if you can't come to, you know, the agreement, then you let it be. I mean, that's just what it is.
Let them alone.
Let them alone, I say.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's really all you can do.
We all agree?
Agreed.
He said agreed.
All right, so here goes Sister Davis' question.
What do you think about grown adults that still suck their what? Actually, I know somebody who does. Is that a mental problem? I would say that's.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say yes. And then
That's weird. That's weird, but true.
Oh no!
I got a family member that does that. I got a cousin. She still suck her thumb, and we still talk about her for it.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Over there sucking her thumb. It's like a nostalgia. She says.
Well, I'll say this. It depends on the age. It depends on the age of the child. I'll have to say that. If they're young
She's
adults, I don't see a problem with that.
41.
Hey, you guys are gonna
No,
think
she's
this is
38.
crazy, but I used to suck my finger, not my thumb.
Yeah, I never. Yeah,
That was my
for
cousin
me,
Freddie. He's
for me,
solid.
if they're young adults, on the second part of your question, Sister Davis,
Actually,
yes, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, I did too, brother. So I guess we both weird.
Yeah.
Well, hey, brother
Did y'all
Jeremy,
wash your
we
hands
were
at
some
least?
peculiar people. We were peculiar people.
We definitely can peculiar.
That's too
Definitely.
peculiar. That's too
No, maybe so
peculiar.
about it.
Oh,
And this was the statement.
Their mind is messed up because hanging around.
No, true worshiper.
Hey,
You
not.
listen, bro.
I timed him out, brother. I timed him out for 10 minutes. I mean, for 30 minutes because he was off topic.
Yeah. I'm obviously he don't understand decorum or what the subject is, and so let me say it for you slow again in case you missed it. Next time grown folks talking, that means grown folks is talking right now. Close your mouth.
Mm-hmm. All right, he in timeout right now. The baby's going timeout. Put him in timeout.
See, Jeremy, you see how that worked, right?
I see how it works. I see.
Exactly, Endor. Yeah. I agree. Life for Paulette, not just single moms. I agree.
Greetings, Patrick T. I didn't see you there. Greetings. And greetings to everybody.
Yeah, I already agreed.
coming to spot.
Yeah, but see, you know, the you know, like I watch a lot of shows for information and just to see what responses are, and it's like I see people talking this talk that we had that we used to have conversations or it was part of our lifestyle, and they talk about it as if it's something out of the museum or something, which is weird to me. Y'all see the comment? Y'all see that? Y'all see the comment that Sister Mercy Carr made?
Yeah, their mind is messed up because hanging around so-called friends, putting their trust in them instead of their parents. Friends. Okay.
Yep, this is true.
Hey man,
this is true.
It's so funny. When I was a kid, my mom always tell me. She said, "Don't you go out there and follow no friend." That's what she always tell me. She used to tell me that all the time. You be a leader. Don't be no follower.
Not a follower.
Following all your friends.
My dad used to tell me that too.
Mm-hmm. You need more parents to tell their kids that. You follow them in a jail cell or in a casket. That's what, real talk.
Hey, look, say it to him again, TNT, in case he missed it. Y'all see what TNT told him?
True.
Context is that's important, yeah.
I remember I made a song. Well, I wrote a song a long time ago, and the hook was my daddy told me this lifestyle ends in two ways: you know, locked up in prison or dead in the grave. And that's true. That's something my dad told me. He told me since I was like maybe 8 years old. Hey, you're gonna be out here in these streets. It only leads to two places. It only leads to prison or the grave.
True.
Greetings, Sister Paris. So, Sister Paula, and like I said, you sisters are welcome up on the panel too. I wasn't only talking about women when I was making the statements. I also said men too. But the reason why I spoke on women, and I'll state my point again, the decision it should be more heavier on women than men, and I'll say why. Men don't have to carry a child for 9 months. A woman does. That in itself should be a heavy thought process of the person that you get involved with.
Mm.
One something, courting needs to come back into play. Because in order to have,
I don't agree with birth control or none of that stuff. Just don't have sex. Don't have sex willy nilly. Get married.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Start back courting, because you over here, even if you.
And that don't just apply to women. That applies to men and women.
Yeah, this applies to men and women. What I'm saying is, you're taking chances out there of sleeping with someone, getting them pregnant, or getting pregnant by someone you don't even know who they are. Truly, you know their name. Yeah, maybe if they didn't lie to you, but you have no idea who this person is.
Know they name long enough to have sex with them.
That's it.
Right.
But then they wonder why children are being raised the way they're being raised. Well, it's because the way they came into the world was dysfunctional. And
the mothers and fathers, and the mothers and fathers condone the cycle. Mm-hmm. They see the mother and father not getting married, and their boyfriend and girlfriend. They see like. Have y'all ever experienced this, Brother Jamal, and anyone on the panel went to somebody's house where it was like 3 generations of people that were boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Crazier than that. They got these newer people out here now that they be boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm talking baby mama, baby daddy, and they calling each other spouse. I said, "What?
Yeah.
You spouse till you're married? What you talking about?" Yeah, that's my.
You ain't earned that.
You ain't earned that.
Like you ain't earned that.
Yeah, it's crazy, yo. It's going on though.
It's going on my job like that, He talks about his wife and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Oh, you married?" He's like, "Yeah, me and my wife, we do all this stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." But then come to find out, they're not married. I was like, I don't know how it came up, but he's like, "Oh no, we're not married." She didn't want to get married, and she didn't want to do this and that. I'm like, "But you call her your wife?" He's like, "Oh yeah, but we've been together for like 7 years." I said, "Oh. And y'all not getting married?" I said,
"Common law, common law nonsense."
Mm-hmm.
Talking about that common law nonsense.
Yeah, hey man.
Yeah.
I met this man
I don't even think they want that. From what he's saying, she don't even want documents. She don't even want to take his last name.
Really?
I think that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's really weird. Like, you my woman, you don't want to take my name? Huh?
Hey man,
but you was
that's crazy.
Hey, you remember Dragon Ball Z, Brother Ham, when they did the fusion and they just touched fingers? That's how they think they won now.
Yeah.
Fusion.
Got my baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the baby.
Exactly. Yeah. You see Endor's question?
Yeah. Does the panel agree with Apostle calling men whoremongers and women whores?
Yes.
Why does whore sound so cutting, even if it's biblical?
Yes, I agree with it because it is.
I
biblical.
agree with it too.
If the Lord moved on the man to say it, I ain't got no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That includes the whole.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm like Pastor. I'm an equal opportunity offender.
So I offend both parties. It don't matter which side you're on. I offend both genders. It don't matter which gender you are. It's all equal opportunity.
That's right.
Everybody can get it. Everybody get it.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes some people take it personal because they just don't like to hear it. But the truth is the truth.
Hey,
if the Lord call it, it is what it is.
I'd rather you tell me straight up than tiptoe around the tulips.
Yeah, if your shoes fit and you're a whore, you're a whore.
Yeah, this has actually been a real good conversation. Hey guys, this has been a real good conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah, we'll
always
definitely
learn.
have to have this one again.
Yeah, I
So let
learned.
me
Yo,
ask a
you don't
question
get
real quick,
offended.
brothers.
Go ahead.
Let me ask a question real quick. So a whoremonger is a male,
Yeah.
and
Correct.
that's referred to only as a male. And the whore,
Correct.
okay, because I've been calling men whores too. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, it's women. Women. Well, certain women,
Yeah.
certain
Only
women. Let me
certain women
certain
have the
men and certain
title
women.
of horse, and certain the men whoremongers. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
But for
correct
the,
myself when talking to my brother.
yeah. So when you see them dudes out there be hoeing around, you like, yo, you
Yeah.
whoremonger. That's all you got to
Yep.
say.
That's what I'm gonna do to my brother.
Hey, when you
That's
say
Uh
it
what I'm
to
gonna do to my
some
brother.
people, it's like, hey, look. When you say it to some people, it's like a brand new word to. What is that?
What is that? Whoremonger.
hmm
Sounds like a video game.
I'll be real with you. It's just the whore one. That's the one that be getting the women.
Yeah, they're
That's the one that
sensitive.
hits.
When they
Yeah.
hear that whore boy, that thing
That's
be like echo chamber.
Mhm.
they be
Whore.
like, what? What? They get to
They're like,
looking
what did you
around
just
like,
say to me?
what?
And I'm giving you
What?
Bible right now.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like it doesn't
You
make me
know,
feel good.
yeah. Hey, this is Georgina's question.
um, is it only due to an undeveloped social skill? Why some children constantly interrupt an adult? I'll say it's the
That
teachers
could
from the
be.
home.
That could be.
Man, you let a child interrupt me.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, dude, I was telling dude about dude that do two finger with his son. When his son do something wrong, he chop him in the throat with the two fingers.
That's what I said. It's really at home. Like you learn a lot of these things at home, like how to behave. You know what I mean? Your parents tell you to sit
Yeah.
down when you out in public. When you go to, even when you go to temple, go to church, sit down. You better be quiet. You go up in Walmart, don't you grab everything? Yes, sir. No,
Don't you
sir.
touch nothing.
No,
Don't
sir,
you look at nothing.
ma'am. Yeah.
You better
So,
grab this
Oh,
basket and
oh,
you better not let go.
man. How do I untime him out, man? I did that on accident. Hold on. How do I time him out? I hit
I
it on
think I
accident.
yeah. So I think a lot of that's still backing it with the parents.
How, how do I unban? How do I unban somebody?
um,
Um,
Dang, man.
you click on their name. Click
Okay.
on their name and a menu should pop up, and then you should see the option to
I'm,
untime them or yeah.
okay.
You
I'm
gotta be
trying to
careful.
do that
You gotta be
now.
careful with that
Y'all
trigger
keep
hand.
going. I'm trying to do that. Y'all keep going that now. I'm trying to do that now.
but yeah, man. But
Uh,
I'm saying like a lot of them. I really still go right back to the parents because yeah, I could say society, but if they allowing their kids to watch certain stuff and like that,
Dang,
and
I hit Leo's on accident, man.
operating their home right, yeah, I gotta give it. Sister Georgina said she fixed it.
Huh?
You hear me? Sister Georgina said she fixed it.
Okay. I hit it on accident. I'm sorry too. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to store his comment and I hit it on accident. Yeah, Leo Fernandez. I accidentally did that, and I apologize for that too.
Yeah, man.
I ain't got to know about that, man.
But yeah, that I could say that's the reason why the parents still, you gotta let the kids know where you know. Okay, like if I give an example, even like a regular function, right? So say you take your kids out and there's other kids and there's adults. Why the kids all up
Hmm.
in the adults conversation? The kid back in the day, the kids was over there playing where the kids was gonna play, and the adults were where the adults were. They were just being
Greetings,
monitored by
looking
the
for God.
adults. You got the kids over here talking about grown people business and asking them, what happened, mommy? Why you ain't did this? What? Man, my mom slapped the taste out of my mouth. I lose all the teeth.
You know something?
I lost a lot of feeling in, I lost a lot of feeling in my mouth.
I think my grandson one time. And speaking of that,
He
do I
said you
now I
missed
do remember my grandson said something. I guess he thought he was talking to one of his buddies, and he didn't realize. And I was like, "What you say to me?" Oh, I'm sorry, Papa.
Mm-hmm.
Like you lost your mind for a
Yeah, you
second, didn't you?
like
I was like, hey, look, I was like, you lost your mind for a second, didn't you?
Well, came back to life. Came back.
man.
Came back. Resurrection, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remember who he was
yeah. And
talking
then
to.
it's like, like stuff that don't sound right. Like my grandsons and them would be around saying little stuff, and I'll be like, I don't want to hear that no more. And for some reason, I just know that they're saying something they shouldn't be saying.
I don't know, the chat say you missed the question from Endor. I don't know what it is they talking on.
No, I just got all the questions.
Get to his question.
I think it's before 10:41. I don't know. They still. What they say?
No, I went back through all the questions and I started them. And we answered these questions.
Hey, put it right back in the chat, Endor. If we missed it, I don't see it.
Yeah. I answered all the questions. Hey, why he's doing that though? Looking for God had a question. This one right here. Why he's doing that?
Yeah. Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Question:
Hey, brothers,
there is a
I gotta
spiritual.
go to the store and then I gotta start cooking.
Okay. All right, brother.
My bad. I didn't mean to, my bad. I gotta go. Peace and blessings, everybody. God bless you.
Peace and blessings, brother.
Peace and blessings, brother. Be safe.
Question.
Peace be.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good question.
Okay. This is there's spiritual maturity and a human maturity. Question: are there? Oh, so hold on. Sorry. Question is: are we always learning in both? Basically.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we definitely are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are. Hey, greetings, Mahani Ramlakan. Greetings.
I'll say this: if you're not open, if you think you've learned everything and know everything, you better go back and learn again.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're always going to be learning things spiritually and physically because we haven't encountered everything. So we have to encounter.
No, Jeremy, I'm not laughing at you. I have to laugh at Leo. But it's already done apologize, Leo.
Oh yeah. He was messing with
you. Go ahead, brother Jeremy.
No, I mean, the moment you think you've seen it all and done it all, yeah, you got a lot to learn already. That tells me you have a lot to learn.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we're always going to encounter something, someone that we haven't encountered before, and we're going to need to learn how to handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we never stop growing, and we never stop, even spiritually. There's never a cap for how closer you can get to God.
Right?
There's no cap.
Yeah.
So the day you
feel
good, the day you feel like you good, you on the wrong path.
Yeah.
Because you're ever coming to knowledge.
Ever, always, yeah. You gonna never get there till you die. That's why I say endure to the end. Endure to the end.
You got a long way to go. We all do.
You don't say endure till 60, endure to 23, endure to the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But and just think, if we didn't have, okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay, I see his question that he had. Okay, so I just started. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it now. So I did miss this one. I did. Okay, so he's absolutely correct about that. I did miss it. I got 4 questions, but yeah. So, yeah, growing in knowledge and stuff like that. I appreciate having a man of God that that reminds us we're not only the Bible, but the man of God by the Spirit of God, constantly reminding us that we're going to continue to always come to knowledge of things, right?
That's true.
And I mean,
Yeah.
and that knowledge is
Yeah. Go ahead, Ham. I'm listening. I'm agreeing.
the knowledge that we gain from the Bible. It actually it broadens our conversation skills when having conversations with brothers and sisters or discussing subjects, because
Right.
we approach it we approach it with the knowledge of Scripture when we're talking about things, and we don't have to blur the line to explain things. We stay in the process of the same way that the Bible gives.
Mm-hmm.
It's a current document that's update on time, right? And
Yeah.
so we have to always be there. Like when we feel as if we don't need the Bible in order to understand the turns and the hills and the bumps and the chuck holes through life, then we got a problem.
Oh yeah, you're right, brother. And if I add to that too, is like there are a lot of things that we do in the natural before coming to Christ. We didn't know that God was against it. You know what I mean? So the more you learn spiritually, is the more you learn how to buffet the things that you do in the flesh,
Mhm.
that you can be able to be
Yeah.
doing for the Lord. You know what I mean? You could be walking where you're supposed to walk, handling things with your hands the right way, righteously. You know what I mean? Thinking thoughts or whatever you do, even in the natural. If the more you learn with the Lord, you learn all things
More is required.
and what's required for you. You know, that's what it says. Yeah,
Everything.
what? Because it says what you do in your body is what you're gonna be judged for.
Mhm. Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people think it's a spiritual
yeah. We
body.
have to see before coming to holiness,
Yeah,
you wasn't mindful of a lot of things. You
you're
wasn't.
right. Yeah, I know
Nobody
I
can
was.
say that.
I was too.
Nobody can say that, right? That they were mindful of stuff, and like now, God makes you mindful of things. So then you have I like the scripture, Jeremy. You want to get it real quick? That do you not know that you'll judge angels?
Yeah, I got one after that one too. I think that's in Peter. I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay. It's not in the chat. I got you, brother Tyree.
But yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
But conversations like these are conversations that build and help people.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Oh yes, brother Ham. Wonderful
Uh,
conversation. You know.
this is the scripture that well, actually we can go to start verse 1. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 1. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be
Mhm.
judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Know
Mm-hmm.
ye
That's
not
right.
that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I got another scripture for you, though, brother Ham,
Uh,
talking about the
what's up,
wisdom.
brother?
Yeah.
What's good, brother?
How y'all doing?
Greetings, brother Tyree, and
Peace,
Sister
brother
Georgina.
Tyree.
They're not in order. They're not stored in order. But I do have y'all questions stored. I went through the chat to make sure that I started the ones that I haven't put up there yet. So yeah, I do have them.
So
How
the
y'all
Go
doing?
ahead,
scripture
brother
is
Dermot.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 17 and 18. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also
Hey,
is
hey,
vexation of
bro, I'm good.
spirit.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a good
For
night.
in much For in much wisdom.
Yeah, we can hear you, brother Tyree.
No, I'll talk to my boss.
For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Hey, good conversation, brothers. I wanna add on to that a little bit.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, brother.
I remember first of all, I want to say greetings, brothers. How y'all doing? About
Greetings,
with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's probably the first. Well, the second time the second time I'm now speaking to y'all. I've been to myself all day, man, trying to pray and stuff, man. And
all good, brother. You gotta take time with the Lord, man. It's all good.
Oh yeah, man. Stuff like that. But I would say this. I remember from watching SharePoint, I listened to SharePoint from Mr. Lodge. He said this. He said, holiness is your breath, your breathing. It's like your life. You can't do nothing without holiness. That teaches you about life. Everything pertaining to life is holiness. Sleep, eat, breathe. It teaches you how to, do the right thing, how to manage your life and stuff like that. And like you were saying, earlier, we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that. That knowledge like that. But what we were doing was just, okay, normal. But now, if things are different, you know what I'm saying? Because now we got another law. And so, but as I was saying about talking about the kids and stuff like that, definitely it does start at home. It does start at home.
Yeah, that's exactly where it starts at.
Yeah, it definitely starts at home.
And what's weird? You know something to your point that you just said, brother Tyree. Mm-hmm. Scripture says that if you can't rule your own home, what does it say?
How can you rule the house of God?
And you can't.
Yep.
That's right.
All right, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. You just made me think about that when you said that.
Oh no, you're good, brother. I was saying that it starts at home, and this is another thing that called conflict. The wife, and the father have to be on the same page. Have to be on the same page when it comes to discipline.
Yeah.
When it comes to certain rules. When it comes to certain things. If it's not, it's gonna be a conflict regardless. As you already know, my wife, she's not in holiness. But I told her I'm very strict on my daughter. Yeah, she's smart. Leave me alone. She's smart. She learned. I'm saying my daughter is learning at a rapid rate. Like it's scary to be honest. But I've been trying to make sure that she knows right from wrong. Know how to say yes, ma'am. No, sir. When she say please, or her manners and stuff like that. You can't just be and falling out and the man and stuff when people know. I'm gonna sit right here. You calm yourself down.
Oh yeah,
you dropped out, brother.
Raise up a child. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm saying you ain't from the school. You ain't from the school like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect to be screaming and stuff like that. And
I understand.
Yeah, especially with the screaming part too. Like I noticed a lot of people, a lot of their kids that be acting wild, yo.
Yeah, man. I don't. I can't.
Screaming in public areas and all that.
When she's wild, she can be wild in her room. She's playing with her kids, playing with her toys, stuff like that. When she's out of her room and stuff like that, out in the real world, no, we ain't playing that. No.
Yeah.
When it's home.
Yeah, there's a difference between you training your child at home, but when they out in the public, man, ain't nothing worse than people looking at your kid like, yo, they look at your kid like, I want to be just like you.
Exactly. You shouldn't be like that.
Now when they look past you, when they look past your kids and look at you like, we're for real?
Like, really? You let do this? Right in front of you? You know what I'm saying? But my daughter, she actually is learning. She definitely learning, like, you know what I'm saying, daddy and stuff like that. He don't play and stuff like that. She is learning slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying?
Have you got you ain't got to the discipline part yet, have you?
Oh, I have. I mean, I have like popping, you know what I'm saying, popping her hand, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Well, so
But
you ain't got to the discipline part yet.
Yeah, hey, he ain't got to
oh,
the
I'm getting there.
The
Oh,
final boss.
I'm getting there. But I have
Look,
to be me.
look,
I have to be.
look. I had to introduce my grandkids to it. Have you ever met whooping?
Oh, like I said, think about it.
They be like,
She's
what?
only 2. He's only 2, so I'm trying to be more. I'm trying to be lenient because I got to
Hey, my grandson was a year. Introductions to.
Oh no!
Introductions
I
to
definitely
whooping.
discipline her. Don't get me wrong. I definitely discipline her, like popping her hand and stuff.
But
like
I only
that.
had. I think my grandson. I probably had to whoop him probably 4 times.
For my daughter, she hates that I raise my
Brought
voice.
that belt out faster than Pootie Tang.
Man,
Like, he got quick draw with the belt. He got quick draw with the belt.
That thing, boom!
He got the belt on the holster.
He just felt it.
Hey, bro, got the belt on the holster, man. Quick draw.
He straightened up so quick. He got 4 days of homework done in one night.
Well, no, my daughter, she's learning though, man. Like I said, I'm trying to be lean because she's only 2.
Yeah, I got it. Not every kid is bad like that, man. Some kids.
My daughter, she know how to. Man.
Well, let me say this though, brother Tyree.
Go.
Let me say this. Some kids have a lot of energy, and it's not because they're bad. They just have a lot of energy. But then you got some kids that just
my daughter does, boy. She got a lot of energy.
Yeah. But then you got some kids that are just bad.
She was like me when I was little. Yeah, she was like me when I was little. A lot of energy, man. A lot of energy.
Yeah, but some kids are just bad.
I be getting annoyed because nowadays when they see the kids that have a lot of energy, they want to call it what do they call that thing now? It's like a social type of social anxiety, or they want ADHD. I'm like, no, this kid.
ADHD. The kids. Their brain has to learn. Their brain has to learn.
Yeah, and they gotta play, and they gotta go out there and be like a little child. Like if you,
that's why I take my daughter out to the little park we have outside my little apartment, man, so she can play. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that more. I want her to be in the house all the time.
Yeah, if you
she play with her toys, but I want her to be out there playing in the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good for knee up. You know what I'm saying? It's good for knee up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you keep your kid locked up in the house all day. Yeah, they gonna get. The energy gonna be wild.
Man, they'll be
know where to put it. Yeah,
exactly. All that.
I hate to say it. Like, hey, look. I hate to say it. I hate to do the comparison, but you got certain dogs that you can't have cooped up in the house, and that's the same way with kids. You got certain kids you can't have cooped up in the house.
Yeah, my daughter, she just energy prone everywhere, man. She reminds me of me when I was younger, man. So I've been having to go outside sometimes. We use that energy, play in her room, read some books, stuff like that.
To run all that energy off seems like the energy ain't going nowhere. Like they the Flash or something. Yeah, we gotta run that energy off.
And on top of that, she eats she eats more than me. She eats more than me now, man. They go eat multiple plates and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you said something, Mr. Ham, that I really like, Brother Ham. You said about how every kid is different. There you got some kids, they don't need no beating. You just look at them and they be like, all right. But then you got the other ones.
Don't touch me, I'm sorry. Don't touch me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then you got the other ones, boy, they love to test the water. And you gotta beat them at least like 3-4 times a week sometimes till they get
Yeah.
So and they looking around like they wondering why their sibling ain't get more beating than them. They're like, why he ain't getting no beating? They said, hey, because they listening.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know how my daughter is learning fast, bro. She be correcting me, bro. I'm telling you, look, I remember one time I was yelling. I yelled by accident. She was like, "Daddy, calm down, stop yelling." I was like, "Oh man," I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you're right.
Good.
And I told my daughter to shut up. She was like, "Don't say that. Don't say that, Daddy. Don't say that." I was like, "You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I won't say that again."
And you know what? Also, too, you brought something up, Tyree, that I had to understand too. There's a difference between yelling for a man and
Yes.
yelling and raising your voice.
Yes.
Because
My
Yeah.
daughter, she hates when I yell, boy. When I get really mad or something like that, she hates when I yell. She'll
Yeah,
cry.
yeah. Like,
because
but a child
my dad.
understands. But I can tell you this:
Mhm.
a child understands when something, when they done did something wrong, and you raise your voice.
Exactly.
Oh
They
yeah.
understand that.
That's what I was saying. Because
Oh
my dad never yelled. He did raise his voice though, and I got the point. I knew when he's like, "Yo, sit down." I'm
Yeah.
like, "All right." My body started to react.
Well, look here, boy. What?
Exactly.
My uncle went with he a big dude too, almost 300
Yeah.
something pounds. When I was younger, he raised his voice. He had to whip me. He said, "Get in my car. Let's talk." We be
Yep.
riding. He'd be yelling at me. I'm like,
Yeah. I'll be real. Yo, and my dad was like, yo, my son.
hey, I'm telling you. And then he'll take me to the game to buy me a game. After that.
Yeah.
But he wanted you to learn something from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So did. I was like, sorry, man.
No, because the reason why I said that too, because there's a difference. Like when I hear my mom,
Yes.
if my mom raised her voice and she was yelling like my dad, it ain't do nothing to me. But when I heard my dad talk and that assertiveness, it's
Oh
different.
yeah.
It's
It's a whole
different
different ball
versus my
game, bro.
mom. But if my mom was like, yo,
Mhm.
my mom didn't have to yell like that. And if she did say something, it was straight to the point and she ain't had to raise her voice or nothing. And I knew she meant business.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's
Sometimes you don't have to
good
raise
though.
your voice. Sometimes you don't have to
Yeah,
raise your voice. Like it's just the
yeah,
tone of your voice too.
like that's why I said like a woman don't need to raise her voice. She just need to make her point. That's it.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. You just give that.
But you know,
What you say, Brother Jeremy?
You just give that dad voice and they freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
telling you. Freeze up.
I'd be like,
Get the
I'd
toilet.
be like this. I'd be like this. All I gotta say is this.
hey, look, hey, my grandson, but they was talking about, hey, look, the first time that my kid, hey, the first time that my wife said my grandson was scared of me, I said my job is done.
I say it like this.
Mission complete.
Whenever my sons think they're gonna do something, I say, "Excuse me," and they be like,
Yeah. Excuse me.
Dad,
Say what now?
excuse me. I just gotta say, "Excuse me," and they know what time it is.
And they're like, excuse me? Huh?
For real.
You want to say that again? You want to say that again? Huh?
Exactly.
And that's why, like, especially like with society today, they telling men that they ain't supposed to talk to their kids like that. You need to talk softer.
Boy, oh yeah, my wife tried with that mess. I said, heck no. She wants to learn. She has to learn.
Hey, but hey, let's
I
not
said,
forget
baby,
though. It's
no.
hey, and them good mamas got them looks and talks too.
I mean, she does. Like I said, but it's just the fact that like the parents have to be on the same page. If one parent is being lenient and one parent is not, the baby gonna choose sides. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to him because he's more lenient. He ain't gonna yell at me. He gonna hit me, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my mom ain't gonna yell at me, but daddy he about business. You know what I'm saying? They're choosing sides. So
He
no,
about that
like
life.
both sides have to be
life.
both sides have to be the same. The discipline why has to be the same. If I'm not there, that rule has to be just like if I ain't there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You install that rule. When she's wrong, you discipline her and keep it that way. Just like if I ain't there, you have to do the exact same thing. You know
hey, and I'm gonna be real with you too. My mom, even with her, sometimes she didn't have to say much. All she was gonna be like, "Yo, I'm gonna tell your dad." If I heard that,
man, look here, boy. Look here. I learned earlier. My daddy, man.
I say, "Yo,
I learned earlier.
he
My
the
dad,
final
boy.
boss. He the final boss. I don't want to see him come home.
He browsing right now. He browsing.
I'm telling you, yo. Hey,
He's browsing right
something,
now.
bro. and I'm gonna tell you too. My dad he's the type of person like you don't even really see him get
Yeah,
upset.
and my dad, he ain't talk much. Nah, he ain't talk much.
Yeah. He
Nah,
just come
but
in.
hey,
He come in.
he go outside. He go outside. Grab that switch. All right, come on.
Hey, grab that belt. He like, come on, line up.
Let's go
You
to war, man.
You know what time it is.
I hate the weapons. I hate the weapons when I was little. He said, go outside, pick your stick. Pick your stick, and it better not be small. It better not be small either.
Yeah. It was the worst.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
The worst, boy. My dad said, all right, you got a good one. All right, come on, let's go. And my dad, he's getting the one with the little thorns in them. The thorns and the little edges in them. Boy, he's tearing my butt up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, look, I learned though.
Hey, y'all see Georgina's question?
What she say?
What exactly is the idea of
grown folks business?
It
just
I would say
honestly, I would say
I'll let y'all go ahead and make y'all point on it, then I'll say something.
Yeah, you go ahead first, Tyree. I know you.
I would say grown folks business. I mean, it's just grown up talking. Period. Like it just know your place. You know, kids should not be in a grown folks any conversation unless they're welcome to it. You know what I'm saying? They have to be welcome into the conversation. They can't just say that you in the midst of a conversation with an adult and they just like cut you off while you're talking to an adult. That's wrong. That's what I'm saying. I would say when grown folks are talking, you don't do that. I want to say grown folks business is just like, you know, just a lingo saying, oh, it's just business. It's just like when grown folks are talking, a children should not be in that conversation unless they're welcome to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
You know, I agree with you, brother Tyree, 100%. Because a child should always know their place. Like, and if you invite them in that conversation,
then
then you can say something. But don't just be, you know, you got them nosy kids. They be around the corner, peeking, listening to what you talk about. Some conversation isn't for children. Conversation ain't for kids. They ain't supposed for their ears to hear. And then you know, I've seen some nosy kids. They be there up in their conversation, and then they want to reprimand the other adult. Tell the other adult, well, you ain't supposed to do that. I'm like, who invited you? Who invited you to this conversation?
And that's why some kids grew up too fast before their age, bro. That's how some kids grow up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the point of this conversation too.
They grew up too fast before their age.
Hey, brothers. Hey, brothers. I gotta get going. I gotta get up in the morning. But it was good chopping up. You guys. Keep me in prayers. Peace and blessings to everybody.
Peace and blessings, brother.
All right. God bless you.
Peace be.
Peace be, brother.
Yeah. So when speaking about grown folks' business, and I was like I was always told, like, you know, one of the things that was said that kids were to be silent. And that was another way of saying that next time grown folks talking, close your mouth. So if we having a conversation, you shouldn't be in it. See, grown up conversations are for grown folks, and so a child shouldn't be involved in that. So yeah, when saying that means grown folks are having this conversation. No child should be involved in that. And I that was something that my kids, I stressed that a lot. Like I didn't have grown up conversations, and I still don't have grown up conversations with my adult children. I have conversations with them, but I don't have adult conversations because we're not on the same level. So why am I going to have that with you?
Well, we we're two different generations.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up having those kids that be smoking with their parents,
smoking, drinking with their parents. I did when I was younger, man. You know, I did when I was younger, but you know, I know right from wrong now. But
no. But I'm saying but that's how they open it up.
They open a lot of stuff. So they first drink is from their own fridge. Their first cigarette is from them leaving cigarettes out and stuff like that.
But because no matter what you do, a lot of people don't understand too that as you get older, it don't matter whether you paying bills or not. whether you can sustain for yourself. It don't matter what degree you got, how much money you making. You still a child, and your parents you forever will be.
Stay in a child's place. You know, you remember it say stay in a child's place.
Yeah, it's a respect thing.
Y'all heard that before, stay in a child's place.
Yeah.
Boy. I learned that at an early age, boy.
Yeah, because even as your parents get older, they still got more experience than you in this game.
Yeah, because they experience more life than you. Yeah, you still got milk behind your ears.
Yeah, you still got milk. Right? You still got milk.
And I definitely ain't gonna have a conversation with you, no grown up conversation with you when you ain't even in your own home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But you in my house, I'm coming home. You want to come home? Huh? Say what?
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
you better beat me home.
This sounds funny, but it sounds funny, but this how cold my dad was, man. Even when I got older, my dad knew I had a job. I used to work overnight. One time he used to tell me like, "Yo, you make sure you tell the boss you got to be home by 12 o'clock." I was like, "What? How am I going to tell the boss?" But it was he wasn't playing. He was saying, "Wherever you going, you let them know. 12 o'clock, them doors locked." I was like, "Yeah."
But they still have the rules today. Some older generations still go by that rule. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if you live with your grandparents, stuff like that. All right now. Hey, when it hit 9 o'clock, you better be home.
Yep. Hey.
Yeah. And you know what? Y'all know something is crazy? You know something crazy? I had to make my wife understand that. She thought because the kids was grown that they could decide on when they gonna come in and go. No. After a certain time,
not in here. Not in here.
Yeah, because the thing is too.
Yeah, I had to show my wife that though. I get it. She tried. Listen. I don't need to be the cool dad. I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Nah, cause that's when they took advantage of sometimes.
Yeah, and also too, like when the kids get older, right? Like even me now, like when I was younger, my parents were strict. My dad wasn't no playing type at all. And now that I get older and I understand like the fundamentals that down in the home, it made me respect more when as an adult, when I went back home. Cause I still had those same things in my mind, like, yo, even though I might have kids and everything, but I'm like, yo, I make sure I come home and I ain't leaving out at 12 o'clock in the morning.
Nah,
you know what I mean? I'm still gonna do the same thing I was doing even when I was a child. Regardless of whatever I can do now, I'm gonna still respect the home when I come back to visit or whatever. You know?
That's another thing too, man. When I was younger, man, like I couldn't live around the house when I was younger, boy. Live around the house, what? But to get your mom there and cut that grass. right that yard.
Yeah.
You
real quick. Antoine. Yeah, Antoine, I agree with you about that too. I got a couple of things I'm addressing in the chat. Antoine. Yeah, there are people acting childish in their 40s and 50s. And yeah, that's definitely not good. And then looking for God at this point, you know, when your child is out of place when they can stand up to you and repeat what you heard, what they heard you, and another adult said, and their intent is to hurt you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Looking for God.
Some kids are like
none
that.
of my kids. No, but listen.
But you gonna catch
my kids wouldn't have never tried nothing like that.
You catch a Hadouken over here.
Catch a quick fade.
Yeah, my kid. Look. That didn't even cross my kid's mind.
Yeah, I bring up that belt like you still 9 years old.
What? Whoosh. Whoosh.
We like, but I'm gonna
exactly.
What you doing? You can't.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe I answered the second question of Sister Georgina because I think I answered that with one question. So yeah, I believe I did as far as I addressed that. And then this was the next question, Doris. Question.
Do y'all believe a lot of women stick up for women's foolishness? Why do when men constructive criticism and man is what is considered toxic? Oh man, Woo.
So the first part,
Man,
yes, women, yes, a lot of women do, not all, but they do stick up for foolish women. And to that second
yeah,
part,
they do. They do.
that
They
that,
do.
that that's to that second part, that's attack on masculinity.
Yeah.
Yes, that
And,
feminist nonsense.
and I'm gonna add to, even with that second part, I believe there's a lot of women, especially out here, they don't know what a real man is when they look at
Exactly. Don't know how. Yeah, don't know what a real man is.
They don't know. They never
They all
experienced,
they all they
you
freaking
know.
that freaking feminist nonsense is so. I hate it. I
Yeah, yeah,
hate it,
yeah.
man.
They don't
Yeah,
know what a real they don't,
It ruined, man. Like
yeah.
some women's
but but
minds,
but
man.
but
Not
but but
all, but
but
some.
it's the stupidity of it.
Mm-hmm.
A woman cannot do what a man can do. Like I'm saying, like they have their own roles as something that they can do. You know what I'm saying? You got your role. I got my role to do. You're naturally the nurturer. I'm the natural provider. That's like God. That's like God
But ain't
made it.
nothing worse than a feminine man, though. It ain't nothing worse than a feminine man, though.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
man. Look here,
Yep.
boy. My
For
dad
sure.
didn't play that crap, boy.
For sure. None worse
My
than
dad did
that.
not play that crap, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
All my
So
uncles didn't
yeah.
play it either, boy. They ain't play that mess at all. I'm going around uncles and aunties and stuff like that. That's why I'm so old. I know. Nah, they ain't play that. They ain't play that mess.
Hey man, I tell people from the jump, I'm like, I guess I'm old
Yeah,
school.
yeah. So to your to yeah,
Yeah.
I did answer your question, Sister Georgina. When I answered your first question that you had, I answered both of them with that. As far as what exactly is grown folks' business, I answered your second question with that. That women that children shouldn't be involved in grown folks' conversation. A child should stay in a child's place, and I believe that. And that doesn't change. So yeah, that's when I answered. I had answered both your questions when I answered one of them. So
Yeah.
that's why I had said.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was a good question on indoors too. So next one up here is this.
Sister Davis.
See it?
Okay. When is it okay for children to actually engage in grown folks conversation?
Never.
Never,
When they out their house?
ever.
I'm joking.
Never. Never. Never.
No, no,
Like I
no,
said,
no,
never
no,
until
no,
like I said,
I'm joking,
until you answer the conversation. That's it.
no.
Unless you
Because
answer the
here's the thing.
conversation, that is
Here's the
it.
thing. What do even if your child is grown, right?
Yeah,
It's a
no, yeah,
conversation, not a grown folks conversation,
exactly.
because
Exactly.
that's gonna always be your child.
Yeah. 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 That's true. That's true, brother. And because a lot of people can't separate that the honor and reverence that you should have for your parents, even in conversation. So if your parents tell you, regardless of whether you're right or wrong, yo, you need to mind your business or you need to get out of the
Mhm.
grown folk conversation, that's exactly what that is. And you need to be quiet and go about your business. And that's it. And that's where
Yeah.
some people can't accept that because they want to be able to talk about any and everything with their parents like it's a free for all. No, you can't talk about any and everything. You know that's why your parents used to tell you, "I'm not one of your little friends." That's the same reason why. So I agree with that, brother Ham. There's a time and place for everything, and you ain't never going to be able to have those certain type of conversations with your parents because of the honor and respect.
I'll tell a child in a minute. God's the beginning and you ain't the ending.
Hey, I used to hear them parents. I brought you in here, and I can take you out. And I'm like, what? All right. Take me out.
Yeah. So yeah, I won't have an adult conversation with my kids. Uh, and not because they're not reasonable. I just don't see the point in it.
Or you want to? Okay. Are you talking about what Leo had to say?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to be taught to be grown as an adult spiritually. I know you already. Is the one you highlighted, Brother Ham, on the stage? You already we already
Yeah,
discussed.
yeah. We did address this, didn't we?
Yeah, he has another one there too, and I think
Yeah,
actually I think
I just started. Okay, I haven't got to that one yet because
Sister
go ahead.
Davis has the next question. I think
I
after
got two more questions. I got two more questions that start. I need to address them real quick first.
okay. Oh yeah, definitely good.
See it?
Yeah. Let me see. No, you didn't highlight it on the stage yet. I think did you? Oh, it was in the audience.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of research statistics, and brothers, Ham does too, and I have personal experience in court. And also that many of the questions, it's not a really question. It was just kind of something that he was stating.
Okay. Oh yeah, Sister Davis asked him a question and he answered it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, well, I got Leo's question here first,
Okay.
and then I'll jump to that.
If both parents are wrong in front of their children and a child speaks common sense to both, would that be allowed? No. No, because like the same way when you have little kids, right? And if two parents are talking and you teach your child not to whatever, if the mom says you can't go outside and they both in agreement with
You
that,
can't go outside.
you can't go outside. And a child should never, whether you're grown and you're an adult or not, you shouldn't be coming in front of, between your parents in that type of speech. Now, if you talking to your mom and your dad separately in another certain situation, yeah, you can talk to them, say, yo, you was wrong for that. Or if you bring them both together and say, Mom and Dad, I want to talk to y'all about something, then you could talk about it. But if they bring it up right there and they saying something and you know you're in the right, you still gotta respect and honor your parents and not speak over them and disrespect them in your speech. So, so that's how you would handle that. But that's also, I have to say this, because a lot of parents, a lot of kids feel like just because they think that they're right, that them saying something right there and then is the right thing to say, and that's not. Sometimes even if you're right, you can still be wrong in your speech and be That's how you be disrespectful. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you got
Yeah,
any.
well, I'll say if both parents are wrong, then obviously then God is not the head of their life, and
Yeah.
sky's
Yeah.
the limit on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, you should still say something, but there's a time and place. There's a time and place
Yeah,
to how
yeah,
you say it, because you still
yeah,
gotta be respectful.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't go to my dad
yeah.
in front of my dad, my mom say something, and I'm like, but dad, she didn't. He gonna be like, boy, you better mind your
Hmm.
place. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Had that discussion, they be like, nah, they in a child's place. Real quick. So looking for God had this one right here. Which is harder to raise, a little boy or a little girl? I think a little girl is much harder. Yeah. Well, um, it's not so much the sex of the child that's harder to raise. It's the
Yeah.
environment that they're raised in.
But I would say though it would be
See,
harder. It depends on two hand. If you living in a single parent household or two, I don't say mother and
that's why
father
I said
household.
it's the environment.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
Yes.
the
Okay.
environment.
Based on the environment, yes. But if it's the mother and father household, then yeah, then she'll
Yeah,
be just fine. Take care of the kid, be just fine.
yeah, yeah. So
Because I mean, a man
that's what it boils.
can't teach a daughter
Like
anything. You know what I'm saying? Can't teach her how
yeah.
to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen.
No, he
So
can't teach her how to be a woman, but he can teach a man can teach a little girl how to be a
yes,
respectable person.
yes. That I can't. Yeah, that I agree with. That's like a woman saying I can teach a man, little boy how to be a grown man. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna never happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
And
agree. I agree. I agree. Suppress that a lot of homes are not two parent homes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: uh, a woman brings a good godly man into a child's life for what's not there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the problem is a lot of times, and I hate to say this, but a lot of times, most women they choose the wrong role model for their kids.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's true.
Because no matter what, no matter how good the mother can be, raising her children, even to be a single mother, she can never teach her son how to be a man. And
No.
that's
No,
what it
No,
is.
that would never
The
happen.
same way a father
You can
can't
teach
teach
them about
his daughter how to be a
morals
woman.
and stuff like that, but being a real man, you can
yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
never
yeah.
happened.
You see, like a father can instill thing in either a son or a daughter. A wife can't
Yeah.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, because they're
The only
mostly
thing that a
nurturers.
father
They're
can
mostly
do,
nurturers.
the only thing that a father, yeah, the only thing that a father can do is teach a young girl how to be a woman,
Yeah.
the
That way he
values and
can
all of
yeah.
that stuff like that. A father can instill into to the son and the daughter because that's what God designed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
What
that's
a man
why
gonna teach what a man gonna teach a woman about her period and cycle and all this type man, no, man. That's part of the woman that's part of womanhood. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? What a man gonna teach a daughter that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't.
Well, see,
yeah.
that's the
All right,
thing, though.
you gotta watch your cycle.
I think
Like,
had all my kids
like,
been raised under the,
no.
I think had all my kids been raised under the same roof, my kids wouldn't have strayed and did the stuff that they did. And I mean, I realized that from just looking and observing different situations where I'm like, you know what, had I did this, you know, man, I think about that stuff from time to time. But you know what, I chose the street, so who am I to complain about it,
You're in a
right?
better place now, Ham. You're in a better place now, Ham. Think about that. You're in a better place
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I am. I agree. But still, you know, it's stuff like that. When you that's the thing, though. That's what I appreciate, and I'm always thankful to God for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get to see it from a different perspective, a positive perspective. You know,
Yes,
it like
yes.
you know, sometimes, yeah, you know, my kids, and I say this like my kids remind me of things that I did. Like, man, and my kids remind me of stuff that I did for them that I don't even remember sometimes.
Mm.
Mhm.
And that's why I thank God too, man, for stopping me in my tracks, man, at an early age, man, the age that I was, because and then like you know what I'm saying, I learned a lot, because when I lost my son to a miscarriage, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it hit me hard, man, and but now I look back at it now with the blessing, he blessed me with a beautiful daughter now, and now that I'm in holiness and I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can implement. I'm thankful now. I can implement and show her like how to, you know what I'm saying, how to go after the Lord and stuff like that. Pray and seek the Lord and stuff like that at an early age. And I can teach her the ways of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm thank God for him. I had my fun out in the world, but now he's like, look, all right, Terry, you had your fun. All right, let's go. Time to serve me now.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah.
Type thing. So, but I thank God for it, man, because I'm able to I put all that childish stuff behind me, man, and I'm looking forward towards the future of showing my daughter, taking her to her church with me and stuff
But
like
that's
that,
good.
man. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
of course her mom ain't gonna like it, but I don't care. But anyways,
But yeah, man. But that's why you
Yeah.
need a mother and a father. Period. Because
Yeah. Well,
young
Leah.
girl,
Uh,
a young a young girl, she has to learn femininity from her mother,
yes, she has
and
to
the
yeah.
learn.
father and the boy needs to learn how to be masculine from his father. You know what
And
I
there's
mean?
another thing too to learn. We need to
Yeah.
share with that brother, but they have to learn the right femininity because there's a
Mhm.
difference.
It's the
You
right.
have you have the righteous, which is the modesty
The godly
femininity. Then
femininity
then
Yep.
you
and the
have the
world's
world
femininity.
femininity. Exactly,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the world family, they wear makeup, earrings, all types of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fingernails and short pants and pants, period, and booty shorts and all types of stuff like that. Dresses hugging themselves, showing their butt and all that. Oh man, that's the wrong thing to do, man. That's why I always try to steer my daughter away from that stuff, man. I don't want my daughter even having no type of stuff like that. Of course, some mother
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
be,
So
man.
I'll say this to you. Yeah, I'll say this to you, Leo, for your question. A man can teach a little girl everything except for how to be a woman.
Yes, exactly. Just like a woman can teach a boy how to, saying certain things, but not how to be a real man, because they ain't gonna ever happen.
No, because that something something about that. No, put it like this: a woman can teach her son to respect adults and so
Mm-hmm.
forth and so on like that. But a lot of that teaching will come from the father. That's just the way
Yeah.
God designed it.
Mm-hmm.
Because God designed woman to be nurturing, to
Yes.
be a helpmate,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
and so versus versus what a father's what he said to work by the sweat of his brow, to
Yeah.
take care of his wife and all
Yeah.
these things. These are the things that God gave him. So more the responsibility on what's instilled to the child comes from the man and not the woman.
Yeah. Because the man, remember, we have a charge on us with the Lord. We gotta love our wives that love the church and gave his life for the church. So yeah, we gotta
Oh yeah. Oh
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, definitely a charge on us. The whole scripture charge on us.
Oh yeah.
Can't,
And
can't
we
be
see.
better. We can't be better
Yeah,
towards them.
yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we see the
This is
aftermath
true.
of it today in today's society. A lot of the I'm not saying that women don't do a good job with some of their kids, the single mothers,
Yeah.
but we see a lot of these boys, young boys out here moving reckless, getting crazy out here. They never grew up with a father
Hmm.
who taught them how to manage
Most come from
themselves.
a single woman household.
You see what
Yeah.
happened to these boys? They the same ones that get up. And
Yeah.
they the ones that unfortunately, some young woman growing up and seeing them thinking that they're men.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
thinking
That's
it's
why
okay.
most kids now. That's why some kids they crazy to have a father
yeah,
because some kids don't know how a
Yeah,
father figure feels
you
like.
see how the kids will look when they see a child. They got their father in their life and stuff like that, and you really
Oh
see they be
man,
looking
like
hard, like dang.
yeah, man.
yeah. You know,
You find a
I think.
family. You
Mhm.
find a family that has a happy dad and mom, two-parent household. These are how the kids come out. Like you'll see the kids more at a
Yeah,
younger age, they're more happy. Like, hey, daddy, hey,
yeah,
daddy, stuff like that. Then you got those single parent households, man. They have more. They're more acceptable to outside noise and stuff
yeah,
like that. Because the parent can all be around like that if it's only a single parent household. You know what I'm saying? They are more acceptable to watching this, watching that, watching this on YouTube, and watching all this the people that are surrounding them, the gang members, and outside influence.
Mhm.
Very, very dangerous, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's why.
So brother Leo had another question
Mhm.
here. Now, yeah. So kids raising kids. That's a recipe for
Yeah,
disaster.
Yep,
yeah,
disaster. Yeah, disaster, man. You have these kids
yeah, man.
out here trying to. They don't even know. Like I
They
said,
kids they
Yeah, bro,
self trying to
bro.
raise kids.
yeah, they ain't learn
Yeah,
how to clean up
y'all
right
know
yet.
this rapper. You know the rapper NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has.
This man, 25 years old, got 14 kids. Cuz
Yeah,
14 kids.
yeah.
14.
That's sad.
That's insane.
Yeah,
25 years old with 14
and
kids.
then
That's crazy.
and then the kids are gonna be the ones that's gonna suffer because of that.
hmm
Yep.
yeah,
25 years old with 14 kids, man. That's crazy. Man, I couldn't even imagine having much kids like that, right? Young age like that. When would you have time to do anything? Like what? Like if
Mm-hmm.
you really take, you know what I'm saying, take care of all the 14 kids. When would you have time to do anything? You know what I'm saying? You have to.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to got the find some babysitters or something like that. You would have to do something like that. Oh, I find a
Mm-hmm.
job from home. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
he
I find
going
a
to
job
work
from
every
home.
day. Every day
Hey, from
you
home.
going.
That's it.
Not
Every
a
day
day
going to work.
off.
Yeah,
You got
well,
6, 7 jobs,
man, look at us.
14
Wait,
kids.
we got child support. We got child support too.
Oh man,
Oh man,
hey,
boy, he
Mm-hmm.
done for.
I don't
Boy,
know,
he
man.
done
How much
for.
he paying for child support?
Boy, child
Yeah.
support, man, be killing them, boy.
Yo,
But
Every
there's
time.
one thing I don't understand though, man. It kind of irks me a little bit. You know, in the whole divorce world, you know, when they get divorced, the judge always favors the woman, and they always get
It's just
majority over the man. Why is that?
it's just designed like that, man. I mean, the courts, what they did was they wanted to give the woman a fighting chance, so this is what they gave.
Especially and on top of it,
Because
especially if she's the one
before,
that filed for it.
because we,
You know what I'm saying? She
yeah,
filed for
because
it, she gets the
yeah,
majority of it. It's like that's crazy.
yeah.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I was gonna answer Sister Paris because she was talking about we were talking about. It's not. We're not saying that a mother can't raise a good son, right?
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know that they
Yeah,
can.
yeah. Like
But to
we're
be a
not
real
saying that.
man,
Yeah,
to install
I wasn't
manly.
saying that. Yeah,
Let's say
I
this
wasn't saying that. What I'm saying,
to install like manly traits. A woman can do that.
yeah,
A woman cannot
yeah,
do that.
yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
yeah,
like
yeah. But a woman
manly
can't
traits.
teach,
Yeah, cannot do that.
a woman can't teach a boy to be a man, and nor can a man teach a little girl to be a woman.
Be a woman can't. Yeah, a man can teach
Yeah.
no little girl woman traits. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Happen.
No, because
Never
no,
happen.
and I'm gonna give straight up. Like even with this, like yes, a mother could raise up a good son, but I'll be real
Oh
with you.
yeah,
Even for me, even for
morally.
me,
I'm saying, yeah.
if I didn't have a father growing up in my life, man, I already know I'd have been crazy. I'd have been crazy, man.
Well,
And I would have,
yeah.
especially in today's society.
Well, thank God I had aunties and uncles though. That's why I
Not
said,
like
yeah,
now,
if I
now I'm
didn't,
talking about like in today's society, you have the young boys looking up to like rappers and NBA players
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
They're not looking
yeah.
at their uncles no more. They ain't looking
Nope.
at their daddies and like the other father figures or male figures that they have in their life. They looking
Yep.
up to these people on TV and television. So just to have a good father in the home or a father figure, that's a blessing. So I understand what you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we know that women can take care of a child, you know what I'm saying, but teaching them morals like right from wrong and stuff like that. But when it comes to like down to the really the nitty gritty, when it comes to like being a man and manly traits and how to lead and do the stuff like that, women can't do that. You know what I'm saying? A woman, they're called to be submissive. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach a man to be so. You can't teach a man to be, you know, to be submissive. You know, stuff like that. No, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? A man's called to lead. A man's called to lead. That's just how God designed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how God made it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't nothing we can do about it. We can't fight them with the Lord say. You know what I'm saying? How he designed it.
Yeah.
Who are we to tell God, hey, look, tell straight up, look, I ain't trying to be the lead no more, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be submissive no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
We can't
mean,
tell God that.
no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. A lot of these foster cares now are now this is to Leo's point or his question. Y'all can read it if you want to. Yeah. There's a lot of parents adopting that I don't agree with lesbians and homosexuals adopting kids.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I don't agree with
But
that.
there are good there are good parents adopting kids though.
But there's some that use kids for a check. There's some people that wicked like that use kids for a check. There are some kids. Some parents that are like that. They don't see kids
Yeah.
as something like special. They see them as a what was that we're looking for? Like camaraderie. Those I would say like money wise. Like get money off of them. They treat them like trash. But when tax time come around, they would put them on their taxes. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah, they can't do that mess now though. They cracking more down on it because they like under a microscope now.
Smart. That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got people
Well,
claiming other people's
guys.
kids on bill tax and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm ready to start. I'm getting ready to start closing out, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, this was definitely. I really enjoyed this talk, though.
It was a good conversation, man. It was a good one, man.
Brother Ham, I appreciate you having me on, brother. And
yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this, y'all. If y'all think I should do a part 2 to this, put that in the chat. Now I'll do it. I'll do a part 2 to it.
Oh yeah, man. This was a great conversation. I appreciate you, letting me up. I mean, and it's good to have these talks because, having real life conversations from a holiness perspective. You feel me?
Yes.
So it's really good talks. Y'all have a good night. Peace and blessings.
Ain't all this swearing and cussing. Ain't all this swearing and cussing, explaining something that don't don't even need all that.
Exactly.
Nah, I don't need all that, man.
Yeah, peace and blessings, brothers. Y'all be easy. Have a good night, man.
Yes, sir. I'm finna walk into work right now. It's my second job.
Right? Hey, if a man don't work, he don't eat.
Yes, sir. You know it.
I'll definitely do a part 2 to this. I see that people enjoyed this one, and I'm glad. I'm glad that they did. That we got a chance to chop it up together about this. I think this was something that was needed to be having. We can delve a little bit deeper into it on part 2. But I think that'll be a good conversation again with what we just had. I need to get the thumbnail together for it, though. I think that's what I'm gonna do once I check into this hotel tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, of course I gotta sleep at the gas station. I gotta sleep at the gas station about 3 or 4 hours. So
Oh, you be safe, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks, brother.
you, brother.
All right. All right. Well, God bless, and God bless. So I like to praise the Lord Jesus above all and thank him for another day. Thank him for keeping me safe on these roads, going to and fro. I thank him for the former prophets and apostles and our modern day apostles and those that labor alongside them, the sisters and brothers, and a double honor unto our modern day apostles. Also, I like to pray over the sisters and brothers home, be it on their job or in their home, whatever they may be struggling with, whatever they may be going through. I also like to pray for my wife and family, that the Lord continues to work on them and that their understanding come open. I pray my strength in the Lord, that his will be done in my life as well as in everyone else's life, that the Lord will be done. I also like to thank him for waking me another day, taking me through another day. Also, that I have my health, that I have a roof over my head, food in my belly. I thank the Lord for it. For without him, nothing's possible. With him, all things are possible. I pray my strength in him, that he continues to keep me. I know with him, again, I have to say it, that all things are possible. Well, I know that he's wonderful, amazing. All of these things, I thank him. I love all that he do, all that he's done and that he's doing. I thank him for delivering me from my life of sin, bringing me out of darkness into his marvelous light. I thank him for it. And with that being said, God bless everyone. May the Lord continue to keep you. In the name of Jesus Christ.